KO the base here. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, what's good with y'all, bro? It's your boy KO. It's your boy Knockout, KO 86, Knockout 86, and we back, we live. Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Smash the like button. It's free, it don't cost you nothing. It's like hopping in the car with your boy. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car. Hit that super chat button. It's that $ right there next to where you dropping the comment at right now. Show your support to the channel by hitting that super chat button. Hit that Cash App, man. Cash App is right there. You can donate in the Cash App. Cash App is $ Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Be sure to show your support, man. Let me pin this link in the chat real quick. There you go. Today is Saturday. I got a couple of hours that we can do this show, and I'm open for any other smoke that anybody wants. We got our service right. Everything's good right now. Ain't no issues with the internet. So I figured anybody who felt like they wanted to smoke with me yesterday and didn't get it, they can get it right now. Shout out to my dog, Tim Carey. Not Jim Carey, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. He's just showing love to the channel, man. Appreciate you, Tim Carey, with the first super chat of the day. We obviously hope it's not the last. Make sure y'all hit that like button, get the likes up over 100 so we can get the show started. In the meantime, let me see who all we got in the building. We got my dog Hunter on the Hunt. All things, J.R. Wright, Ross, Big Bob Gunn, Andy Gill, Brother Huey Q, Victor in the building, Big Braille, Million Films. What up, bro? Kevin House, I see you. Renard Wells, Tim Carey, not Jim Carey, Von Wise, Tez, 305, Lee Jackson, Zeke, Reggie, Zoomverse in this thing. Y'all go sub up to the homie Zoomverse too. Over there with the great gaming content. We got Isaiah WYD, Marzi, Sunchild, what up? D. Willie Thomas, what's good with you, bro? Double, what up? Savage Bo, David Tizane, Winner Circle. 600 said, Ezekiel Johnson, what up? DC Drake, Poi Pounder in the building. What up, Poi Pounder? GB, what up, bro? Quee in the building. What's up, sister? Salute to you. Cam J Network. What's up, homie? Y'all go subscribe to the homie Cam J as well. And go over there and subscribe to Quee as well. Salute to y'all. Savage Killer Queen, what up? B-Dog, what's happening with you? We got No Fly Zone. No Fly Zone. No Fly Zone. And they know about it. TJ Donner, what up? Mr. Bono, what up? Blitz him, Jay. Yeah, blitz him. Shit, blitz him. Don't mind if we do. Blitz him. 91 people in the building early. Please smash the like button today. We without a smoke, man. We without a smoke. I'll debate anybody on any topic that you want today. We'll do 2 minutes. 2-minute rounds, you know what I mean? You go 2 minutes, I go 2 minutes. You go 2 minutes, I go 2 minutes. I'll give you however many rounds you want. I'm gonna get you booed off the stage though, messing around with me. Tariq Coleman, what up? Desmond Johnson, what up? Tiff Ash, I see you. So we can debate whatever, anything that anybody want. Obviously, I got a lot of topics to talk about. If we go about an hour and 15 minutes and ain't nobody hitting the link to debate, then I may open up the panel. But I really want to get some smoke today. So we'll see who talking about. A lot of people want to watch the content. A lot of people want to watch the content, want to shadow watch and go make videos, shadow watch and hop on panels and talk noise. Well, now's your time, bro. Now's your time to hit that link. Even the brothers that I rock with, if you don't want, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like something I said about your favorite fighter, content creators are welcome. People with channels, without channels, big channels, small channels, it is what it is. We here. Puerto Rican Run, what up? That link will be pinned to the chat. Anytime anybody want to hit that link today, man, it's gonna be there all show long. Crucial Content, what up? We're just doing a like check real quick. There goes Zoomverse channel right there. Y'all go subscribe to the homie, like I said, please. And thank you. Content creators know better than to debate the GOAT. Yeah, man, they be running from me. I have to go places. I have to go pull up on people in order to get, people with any kind of name, any kind of clout to come holler at me, man, because it's a tall task over here. You know what I mean? David Tizane say we got 83 likes. We need 17 more people to hit the like button so we can get started, bro. We need 17 more people to hit the like button so I can turn this camera on. We can get started. Hopefully, I ain't got to turn it off. Hopefully, the internet don't start tripping. That's me. What up, bro? Salute. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Hope all is well with you, bro. That's me. What's good? 112 in the building, man. Cupid doesn't lie. 112. But you won't know unless you give it a try. Percival Mac, what up? True love. Oh, damn, we ain't got 112 here no more. We got 116, so I got to stop. We got 116. Ain't no group called 116, so I can't keep going. We got 116, man. We got 116 in here, so I can't do it no more. Jim John Pierre, what up? Kentrell LeGroux, what's up, bro? Jay Horseman, what up, man? Salute to you. There go Cam J Network channel as well. Y'all go subscribe, man. Go sub up to the homie, bro. Yeah, facts, bro. Your letter, it said you love me, but you didn't know the words to say. Peaches and cream. Peaches and cream. Know what I mean? Peaches and cream. King G, what up, bro? Salute to you. We just getting the likes up, man. We just getting the likes up. Trying to run these likes up, man. Get them to 100 so we can rock, bro. Trying to get them to 100 so we can rock, man. Nah, I can't start the show till we get to 100 likes. It's your fault. It's your fault. Talking about some start the show. Get my likes up. Shit. It's 90 likes. We need 100. There she go. There my baby go. What's up, baby? I'm just in here, singing my tunes. You feel me? Singing my tunes, baby. Salute to Miss KO. What's up, girl? Intellect 813. What up? Salute to you, Terrence Gayton. I see you, bro. Cause I got that oil money. That oil money. Hey, cause I got some oil money. Oil money. Nah, we don't sing. We don't sing the artist for me. We don't sing that song, man. We don't sing his songs no more, man. In solidarity, man. Cal Cooler, what up? Broderick Hunter, what up? We don't sing his songs no more, man. You know what I mean? We don't sing his songs no more, man. Solidarity, bro. Can't be singing the artist formerly known as Kels, man. We can't be doing that, bro. Kevin say we at 97. We just need 3 more people one time. We just need 3 more people one time. Percival Mack, I agree with you. Announce the fight, though. I was on Premier Boxing Champions channel. I saw them doing gloves off episodes with Pacquiao and Barrios and Tim Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora, and I got mad, bro. Like, bro, we don't care. Like, I don't mean to disrespect Manny, bro. I don't mean to disrespect Tim Tszyu and Fundora, bro. That is an excellent fight, bro. But announce the fight. They doing everything they can. They doing everything they can to keep us from talking about Tank and Rose because they do not want them to steal the show. They are trying to make as much money as they can off of Manny and Barrios. We don't care, bro. Announce the fight while I'm on live. And I just want people flooding my chat. Hey, bro, they announced it, bro. They announced it. I changed the whole show. Yeah, you know, I got bars, bro. I got bars. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got 100 likes, man. As I said, bro, donate to the channel. Super Chat's right there. Cash App's right there. Show your support for the hard work and dedication. You know, happy day after 4th for everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all holiday. We still holidaying, you know. We're going to enjoy this weekend, but we got to get to this boxing talk because I was not able to go live on yesterday, bro. I'm sorry, on Wednesday and Thursday. So we did a show yesterday, and now we're about to do a show today. I want to start off again saying Cash App is $ knockout boxing 86 TV, and you can hit that super chat, but that ain't what I want to start off saying. I want to start off saying again, I have a link pinned to the channel. The link is pinned to the channel for anybody that want to debate. I don't want nobody hitting that link agreeing with me. I don't want anybody hitting that link saying, oh, you right, KO, this is what it is. Nah, I want people to challenge me. I want people to challenge me, bro. I don't want none of that soft stuff. I want to debate. And guess what? Over here, when I'm in this type of mood, I'm going to give you your time. I'm going to give you your time. Meaning, I'm not going to interrupt you. You ain't going to interrupt me. We go 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and then it can be over with, bro. It can be over with. But the link is in the chat for everybody. Mr. Fist, what up? WTF Media, what's good? One time, hey, what up, bro? Tony T, what's happening with you, homie? Y'all smash that like button. Y'all smash that like button one time as y'all come in the building, bro. Yeah, they mad, yeah. Yeah, they behind the scenes like, yo, KO is getting upset. Bro, I don't care about. Listen, dog. I saw that they dropped Tim Tszyu and Fundora's glove off, and I saw they dropped Manny Pacquiao and Barrios gloves off, and I didn't watch it in protest, bro. I didn't watch it in protest. I wanted to watch it, but I'm not watching nothing from PBC till they announced Tank and Roach. Announce the fight, and then I'll go back and I'll watch the glove off stuff, bro. Announce the fight, and then I'll go back and I'll watch the glove off stuff. Jamaican Challenge. What's up, bro? I'm not watching nothing y'all doing until y'all announce the damn Tank and Roach fight, bro. See, I'm tired of it. We were like, yo, fight announcement Juneteenth. Yo, fight announcement this week. Fight announcement next week. Fight announcement the week. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Just announce the fight. I'm tired of little eye wink emojis, deactivations of Twitters. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Tired of Roach. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody signed the contract. I'm finna leave for camp next week, though. No one signed. He didn't sign the contract, but I'm about to go to camp, though. He didn't sign the contract, but I want the winner of Devin, Haney, Brian Norman Jr. after Tank. I want Timmy Leafu, Telefimu. I want him after I beat Tank, but he ain't signed the contract, though. Man, I'm tired of all the games, bro. Dean, what up, bro? just become a Shakur fan, KO. I can't. I sleep well at night. I don't need to sleep anymore. Number one. Number two, he's not entertaining enough for me, bro. Tank Davis, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, David Benavidez, Abdullah Mason. Why would I be a fan of Shakur Stevenson when I have those fighters to watch and be a fan of, bro? Kamarian Fields in the building. What up? Why would I do that, bro? Why would I do that to myself? My I have better shit to watch, bro. Shit that's worth my money. Like, I don't have to wonder, like, when David Benavidez asked me for my money, bro, I don't have to wonder how he gonna come to fight. When Jesse Bam Rodriguez asked me to tune in, bro, I don't have to wonder about what he coming with, bro. When Tank asked me to tune in, I don't have to worry about that shit, bro. When goddamn Abdullah Mason get ready to fight Sam Noakes, I don't have to worry about it, bro. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about that, bro. But when it's Shakur, I gotta wonder. I'm like, yo, is he really gonna fight Zepeda how he said he gonna fight Zepeda? Because the last time he said he was gonna fight somebody like this, he didn't do it, bro. Is he really gonna fight him how he said he was? What you think? You think he gonna fight him like that? I don't know. I don't know, because you know the Nakathila shit, he was saying all that shit about Nakathila. And yeah. Remember what he was saying about Oscar Valdez? He was gonna do, he did. Yeah. Remember, he was talking about what he was gonna do to Edwin the day before the fight, and then he was injured the whole time, so he was lying the whole time. He knew he was hurt. He knew he was hurt. He knew he was hurt, but his granddaddy was telling him to throw it anyway. But anyway, he knew he was hurt and he was fucked up. His shoulder was about to fall off. His arms was about to fall off. You know what I'm saying? His knuckle was about to fall out. And he was still saying he was gonna whip Edwin De Los Santos' ass and he was gonna beat him up and shit. And then when he didn't, he started releasing text messages to his girlfriend. I talk, MRIs and shit like that. But then he made Bud Crawford and Andre Ward waste their time walking him out for that fight, and he knew his whole left half of his body was gonna fall off. I don't want to have to wonder, bro. And it ain't just me. Turki and them wondering too. That's why he on Berlanga and Shiraz undercard. Sorry, bro. Why would I it's too many other fighters that are far worth my time. My value in Shakur, bro, Luca and Sunchild. The value in Shakur Stevenson for me is fighting Tank Davis. The value in Shakur Stevenson for me is this Williams Zepeda fight. The value for him to me is when I see him in great fights. The other fighters I named, they're just enjoyable to watch fight, bro. It's just fun to watch Abdullah Mason fight no matter who he's fighting. It's just fun to watch Jesse Bam Rodriguez fight no matter who he's fighting. It's just fun to watch David Benavidez fight no matter who he's fighting. It's just fun to watch Tank fight no matter who he's fighting, bro. Shakur Stevenson's value to me is fun to watch him fight depending upon who it is. If you feel like the opponent can bring something out of him, because he's not going to bring it out of himself, bro. So I'm sorry, fam. I can't. I appreciate the invite, but my brother Black Truth is looking for a new fan base. Truth is, looking for somebody to root for now. So if you want Black Truth, as part of your fan base, he is more than what he's looking for. Cause we kicked him out of the Tank Davis. He was trying to audition for a Tank Davis, membership to be a fan of Tank Davis, and he didn't make the cut because we have a strict application process, bro. And it's harder to get into the Tank Club because we have so many fans already. But it's a little bit easier to get into the Shakur Stevenson fan club because Shakur Stevenson has 13 fans, and so they're looking for people to join. So if y'all looking for somebody to join, holla at Sunchild, you know what I'm saying? Holla at B Hayes, and Truth is gonna put in the application to join the Shakur Stevenson fan club. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate the invite, bro. But I'm gonna have to respectfully decline because I got better shit to watch. Okay. That's my dog right there. Every time he come in the chat, I gotta sing my Chief Keef. Shout out to my dog Sosa, man. Shout out to my dog. So it's not here, bro. I'm gonna be talking shit all day because won't nobody hit the link. Won't nobody hit the link, bro. You know what I'm saying? Won't nobody hit the link, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, bro. Moving on. I had to speak on that because somebody had brought it up. Anyway, what I wanted to start J Man, what up, bro? What I wanted to start, and y'all smash like, but we got 200. Well, we had 220 here, and then like 40 people left. I guess I pissed off. Maybe Shakur got 40 fans. Was I wrong? I said he had 20. I said he had 13. They like, nah, nigga, it's 40 of us, and they all left at the same time. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. They said, nigga, we gonna prove it to you, and 40 people all left at once. Forget you niggas too. Forget y'all too. We cooking, boxing and barbecue. What up, man? Meaty Riley. What's happening with you, Jupe? I see you in the building. What's happening with you, man? What's happening? What's up, man? What's happening with you? Here, man. Let me give you a wrench, bro. Let me give you a wrench, fam. This is a little body bag I got, but he the homie, bro. I like his spirit. He behind it. He backstage right now. What's
Hey
up
yo,
with it, man?
what's going on with you, man? How you feeling this morning?
I'm chilling. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I just came here, you know what I'm saying? I seen you on live just to say what's going on with it, say what's up.
Chilling, bro. Chilling. We got the show going. About to get into this cook, and then we got that link is for smoke anyway. It's for debating me. So if you hear something you don't like, or if you got something you want to debate, you can always hit the link. But welcome to the channel, bro.
Yeah, I've been adding up the bodies over there on BF. So just give me about five more debates. Let me
Yeah.
get in the groove of
You need some
things.
more. You need some more tune-ups after that ass whooping. I get it. I
You
get it.
know, I'm a basketball dude. I admit that off the dribble. I'm a casual. You know what I'm saying? Like off the
Yeah,
dribble.
I hear you. I hear you. But you got
Uh,
heart, man. Keep doing your thing. Whenever you want smoke, I'll be here.
man,
It's all
much
good.
respect, man. Much appreciation. I'm gonna let you finish your thing, man. Do your thing.
All right, bro. Salute. Shout out to Insane, man. We debated over there on BF platform, bro. He a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? BA say you lost yesterday. He said you lost yesterday. That's tough, bro. Anyway, let's get it going, bro. Let's get to the show. So I wanted to start off. I wanted to talk about Dimitri Bivol and Beterbiev ain't fighting until 2026. Ain't it funny how the takes be aging like fine wine? Don't y'all find it hilarious that as soon as David Benavidez and Anthony Yard gets announced, the very next day they announce that Beterbiev and Bivol won't be fighting until 2026, and then the day after that, the IBF comes out and they order the Dimitri Bivol's IBF mandatory. Don't y'all find that funny, bro? I told y'all, bro. They are doing what they can to put as many hurdles between David Benavidez and Dimitri Bivol as possible. Yeah, yeah. So since they not fighting until 2026, why can't Turkey make Bivol versus David? Y'all say he give us the fights that we want. He's the man that's with the plan to give you everything you want. Why can't Bivol and David fight and then Beterbiev just get the winner? Why can't they fight in November? Why can't Benavidez? Why can't Benavidez fight Callum Smith? Why can't he fight Callum Smith? Why didn't he pay Callum Smith what it took to make the Benavidez fight so Benavidez could be in line for undisputed, bro? He set that boy up. And you think Turkey just found out? He just found out that Bivol and Beterbiev wasn't until next year? He been knew that shit, bro. He been knew that shit. They're putting hurdles and hurdles between Benavidez and Bivol. And I saw what Tony T said in the chat. Benavidez be a fool to trust Turkey after what Turkey been doing and trust Canelo. This nigga was asking for $200 million to fight you, bro. Canelo pulling up Bud Crawford. He pulled up Jermell Charlo. He pulled up Triple G. David Benavidez is fighting too many dogs and looking too good doing it. Man, if Canelo fight him, I'll be highly surprised, bro. Turkey might have to pay that man $250 million, bro. $250 million, fam. What's up?
Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you got a lot of background noise.
Oh man, sorry about that. I'm at the gym, but you said something I couldn't wait till I left regarding Bivol and Benavidez. You don't stop a trilogy like that for a fight that has nothing to do with this trilogy. That's just like saying stopping Ali fighting Frazier before their third final fight. They have unfinished business. Both of those previous fights were, razor sharp in. I still gave the edge to Bivol, but Benavidez, the monster, he just needs to wait. It's as simple as that. And then I got a question regarding Tank. Why does he make these?
Let me respond before we go to a different topic. Let me respond to what you just said
right
about
on.
Beterbiev and Bivol. So I hear what you're saying, but here's the problem with that. More people were demanding Bivol versus Benavidez instead of Bivol versus Beterbiev trilogy. And now Beterbiev and Bivol, they're not. I'm gonna mute you while you got the background noise, and I'll bring you off mute once I get done, and then you can respond, or you can go to the Tank topic, whatever you want to go to. So there's that, right? More people wanted Benavidez to fight Bivol than the Bivol Beterbiev trilogy because a lot of people felt like they already seen the same fight 2 times in a row. That's number one. Number two, Bivol and Beterbiev now aren't fighting until 2026 anyway. So why does David need to hold on? Why can't Bivol fight Benavidez right now and then the winner fight Beterbiev since they're not going to be ready to fight until 2026 anyway? Why does the division have to be on hold for one 40-year-old fighter and another guy in his mid-30s that have already fought 2 times, bro? Why should Benavidez have to wait for that? When Beterbiev is not ready, he's 40 years old already. I heard people say he really lost both fights, and more fight fans were demanding Bivol versus Benavidez over Bivol versus Beterbiev trilogy, bro. So much so that fight didn't sell. No one's demanding that fight. That fight did horrible numbers both times that they fought it. The public don't care about Beterbiev and Bivol. Hell, more people bought and paid for Benavidez and Morrell than both Beterbiev and Bivol fights combined, bro. So people care more about Benavidez in general than they do about Beterbiev and Bivol. He did more money in his one fight with Morrell than they did in both fights with Beterbiev and Bivol. And people want to see Bivol versus Benavidez. And they're not going to be ready to fight their trilogy until 2026. So the entire division, David Benavidez, who had to wait for Canelo at 168, he never got his opportunity to fight him. Now he has to wait for Bivol and Beterbiev to finish their whole little trilogy that's been 2 years in the making while he just sits back. Nah, bro. Nah, they should be fighting Benavidez, and then Beterbiev can get the winner since he's not ready until 2026. Or Benavidez should keep having their ass stripped. He should keep having their ass have to fight him or lose belts. He should keep doing that, bro. Turkey's not giving people what they want. We want Benavidez to fight Bivol, bro. Not another trilogy. People didn't care, bro. If they cared, they would have bought it, bro. And they didn't. But you got it, Jason. Go ahead, bro. What did you want to ask about Tank? Are you still there?
I hear your point regarding
there you go.
2020. I hear your point on 2026, but you got to be realistic. How long a real training? How long a training is? Roughly about 3 months. So, are we talking about 2026, early 2026, like January, or?
They haven't even told us. But if we go by the Riyadh season schedule, they usually do a card in February, and they've been doing a card in May. So the earliest we can, and I'm gonna mute you again, bro, and then I'll bring you off. The earliest that we can expect Benavidez to fight. Beterbiev and Bivol. The earliest we can expect is February, but they just fought in February, so they get to sit out a whole year and then do their trilogy. Nah, bro, like why? Like Benavidez shouldn't have to wait a whole year, and then if they fight their trilogy in February, guess what? Then they won't be ready to fight again until the earliest May, maybe June, maybe July or something. So they get to fight a second fight, wait a whole year, fight a third fight, And then now possibly Benavidez fights the winner in the summer sometime of 2026 with mandatories being called. The IBF mandatory just got called. The WBO interim champion is Callum Smith. So what if a mandatory gets called and now David don't get his shot because they got to fight a mandatory? Oh, another mandatory gets called and now he don't get his shot because they got to fight their mandatory. Nah, bro, like they free right now. Bivol is free right now. He can train, he can fight right now, bro. They should be fighting, and then Beterbiev can get the winner. They holding up this man's career for a trilogy that nobody cares about, bro. No one's buying it. The reason they want to put it in Russia, because no one gives a damn about it. Maybe they're really literally like, yo, maybe somebody will care about it in Russia, bro. These dudes are both Russian fighters. They from Russia. Let's see if we can put it in Russia. And then maybe we can do a live gate. Maybe we can get the Russian audience to buy it or whatever. Because the world audience do not care about this fight, bro. They've showed it now twice. People want to see Benavidez get an opportunity, bro. And that's why that's the fight Turkey should be making, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. You know, for one thing, you know, I'm old school with it. I see two warriors like Beterbiev, Bivol. I want to see that fight. And then I want to see Benavidez in the, you know, sitting in the wing, taking the winner of that fight. But Benavidez has been waiting for a long time because Canelo's too chicken. I don't know if we can curse, but I'll leave it alone. He's too chicken.
Yeah, you can cuss, just don't go crazy. You cuss, bro.
Yeah, right on. You know, we've been wanting to see Canelo get knocked out by Benavidez for a long time. That's not going to happen. I know Bivol and Beterbiev, you know, they're more than ready to be David's Huckleberry, you know what I mean? But I want to see them fight first. My next question is for you.
Yeah.
We got a fan, Turki Al-Shi, right? You know, just imagine yourself if you had an endless amount of money. You know what I mean? That was no question. Money wasn't even a question. You could put these fights together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can give the fighters whatever they wanted. Sky's the limit. Just make the fight. Tell me something. Is Tank is he gonna fight Roach, then retire if he doesn't get Jake Paul? You know, I'm from an era where, you know, you had the four kings. You know, these fighters fought each other. It was, you know, it was way more about, it was more than just the money. It was about legacy. It was about you the best, you say you're the best, I gotta prove that I'm the best. And that's what made great fights. You know what I mean? And I don't understand this new era of casuals. People talk about Devin, Haney, and they talk about what's the other guy, Shakur Stevenson. They're not entertaining, but the last time I checked, it was the opponent's job to cut the ring off. You know what I mean? This is a science. You got to cut the ring off. You got to go to the body. You got to slow the mover down. You know what I mean? A great fighter who used to do that, my man Chavez Sr., Juan Manuel Marquez. Man, where are these fighters? You know what I mean?
What's your question though? You didn't ask me a question. What was your question?
Oh, my question is Tank going to retire or give us what we've been wanting for years? Is he going to face Haney? Is he going to face Shakur? You know, I thought it odd. People talk about how pillow-fisted Haney is, and he's going to run. You know, that would give me more of an initiative to even fight him. I know what he's going to come with. You know what I mean? Like, why do we have people like Tiafimo ducking him? Shakur talking about sending a contract. The contract was never sent. Tank reneging on what he said. It was one interview talking about, yeah, we know you got a seven year plan. Who's going to be on your plan? And he's like, you can name it. Anybody you want. They said Shakur. He was like, yep. Haney, yep. Garcia, yep. And then you see him in another interview. He says, he turns around and says, he never said that. You know, what kind of, you know, I'm just shocked by how
your question is, I'm trying to. So your question is Tank gonna retire?
Yeah. Now that we got Turki making these fighters fight, is he gonna fight? Is this gonna be his exit fight? If he fights Roach, what's he
Nah,
gonna do next?
I don't think he's retiring after Lamont Roach, bro.
Okay. So
Yeah,
so is it
I
safe
don't
to
think he's
say that
retiring after Lamont Roach. What I'm being told is, he's not retiring anytime soon.
yeah.
That's what I was told. So, I don't think he's retiring. We'll see. I highly doubt he's retiring after the Lamont Roach rematch.
Then right on.
Yeah. Do you got anything? Do you got anything else, bro?
Then, man, that's pretty much it. Because I know it's probably loud up in here, and I don't want to mess up the chat.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. You're more than welcome to come back, man. Take it
Yeah,
easy,
right
bro.
on. All right, brother. Peace.
Salute. Shout out to 2 Cents Boxing with the 5-piece in the super chat. Says Turki gonna give the fights you want to see over and over and over again. Okay. I mean, I think you're being sarcastic. Let me read it again. Turki gonna give the fights you want to see over and over and over again. I think 2 Cents being sarcastic, so I'm not going. Let me know if you're being sarcastic or if you really want me to address that, because I can. I can. I can if you want me to, but I think you're being sarcastic. Steven, click the link and tell KO how you think Tank don't want smoke because you cap. Oh, where's Steven? Steven? Great question, bro. Tank don't want no smoke. Okay. All right, Steven. Link is in the chat, bro. Link is in the chat. Anyway, back to what I was saying about David Benavidez, bro, and what Turki Al-Sheikh is doing. And I see people say this a lot, that he gives us the fights that we want to see, that he's making all the big fights everybody wants. Well, I guess unless your name is David Benavidez, right? Unless your name is David Benavidez, then he won't give you Canelo. He won't give you Bivol. Yeah, I'm referring to the trilogy. Oh yeah. He gonna like, bro. No one cared about that fight. Is what I'm trying to like. People talk with their wallets, bro. People talk with what they choose to buy. And at the end of the day, we've seen Beterbiev and Bivol fight twice, and the public didn't care about it, bro. Public didn't care about it. V for Vendetta is a great movie. What's up?
What up?
You hit the link.
I heard
What's
you
good?
talking about this Benavidez topic, right? And how he's having a hard time getting a fight.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to jump on and say, you know, a lot of that's his fault. A lot of that's bad business from his team's part. You know, that guy, what's the name? Lukowitz, his manager. That guy blocks a lot of business for him. He's done a lot of things to stop him from reaching out and doing business with people besides him. Sam Lukowitz, that's his name.
What did he block? What did he block?
So for specifically when Bob Arum
Samson.
gave, I think
Samson.
it was.
What did he block for Benavidez?
Well, I'm about to tell you. So Benavidez tried to sign with Bob Arum. He tried to go to Top Rank. He tried to leave the PBC. He tried to leave Sam Lukowitz. He had to cash advance from Bob Arum, right? I think it might have been $100,000, $200,000. He had to give that back, right? Sam Lukowitz said, "No, I'm your manager for life." He shut that down. He stopped that movement. He paid Bob Arum the money back because David Benavidez couldn't give it back for him. So that's one thing right there, bro. He tried to leave to another promoter, and he shut that down. So, and then with the Canelo fight, he was kind of throwing shit in there the whole.
Bob Arum offered him. Hold on, Bob Arum offered him money to fight who?
He gave him an advance to sign to his promotion label, bro.
To fight who though?
To sign to his promotion label, not to fight nobody. He gave him a cash. He gave him like an advance, like a signing bonus.
PBC. He chose PBC. He chose.
No,
PBC
you're not listening.
Instead of Bob Arum.
Sam Lukowitz was his manager, and he stopped that. He said, "You can't go nowhere else." He was about to take him to court over it.
Okay.
So he couldn't leave PBC because of Sam Lukowitz.
How is
he tried to go to Top Rank.
Bad business? I guess what I'm asking you is, what did Benavidez do instead?
So you gotta let me finish, bro. So look, that he blocked that business, right? Because he wasn't getting the fights he wanted at PBC. He couldn't get the Canelo fights. He couldn't get some of these fights that he needed to get. Right? He tried to leave, didn't happen. He pursued the Canelo fight with Sam Lukowitz through PBC. Even when Canelo was on PBC fighting with the PBC, that his manager Sam Lukowitz couldn't get that fight to happen, right? And people say it's Canelo, whatever. it was bad business from both
How is it bad
camps.
business to offer Canelo
Let me
Alvarez
finish.
50 to $60 million?
Let me finish. Because okay, first
make
of all,
a fight, bro. How is that
first
bad
of all,
business?
look. First of all, you can't offer Canelo that money when you don't have it, right? Sam Lukowicz don't have that money.
PBC
right?
made the offer, bro.
The
What are you
PBC
talking
did.
about, man?
Did they make the offer? Because when he was with Al Heyman, no one spoke about that, right? When he was with PBC, they didn't speak about that. Only David Benavidez spoke about it. So let me finish my
about
point,
any
bro.
of their offers. What did PBC
So let me
say about
finish
Jaime
my point.
Munguia, bro? They didn't say anything. What did they say about Caleb Plant? They didn't say nothing when they offered Canelo that fight. PBC don't never talk, bro. What are you talking about, fam? We know Samson ain't got. We know Samson don't have no money, dog. We know Samson ain't the one putting up the money for David Benavidez fights.
Okay, then.
Just like he didn't put up the money for the
Okay, then.
Morrell
So
fight.
when he mentioned
He
bringing
didn't
up
put
that when he
for the
mentioned that
Andrade
money,
fight. All that money comes from PBC, fam.
when he mentioned that money in a tweet, and then Eddie Reynoso was questioning him about it, that shit was magically deleted, and no one ever seen that tweet again, right? And then when Sam Lukowicz was pressed about it in an interview, he said, "Oh no, we need TV rights for the fight," and that kind of shut that talks down right there. And then later on, he was, you see Sam Lukowicz reneging on his words, saying, Canelo's a great businessman. I'm sure the fight will happen. He does everything well, right? So it's like they were against him, and then they were on his team. And anyways, moving forward to the David Benavidez potentially fighting Bivol, right? They invited him over. Turkey invited him over.
Let's stop for a minute. Let's stop for a minute, bro. Let's stop for a minute because
Well, you're not letting me finish my points, bro. You're cutting me off, and you're letting me not finish what I'm trying to say. Because you're saying what bad business there was.
You're making points that need. You're making points that need to be addressed, V for Vendetta. So I'm going to
Well,
address
then
them. Then I'll give it back to you.
Address them, right?
No, let me address them while you're saying them, so I can get back to them because we may hammer down on a point, and you may end up having to concede, or I may end up having to concede, or we may agree on something. But if you just ramble on, then I have to go back and try to address every single thing you said. Let's start with the Canelo and Benavidez stuff.
No, I don't want to start that because I want to
start with Benavidez. I want to start with Benavidez having an offer to Top Rank. So Top Rank made an offer to Benavidez, but didn't have any fighters on the table. They just made an offer for him to leave PBC and sign to them with no fighters. And Benavidez accepted it.
Do you need an article?
No, I'm trying to see what you're saying, bro.
They gave him a signing bonus. Hey, we want you to fight with us. Here's a signing bonus. And he said, okay, I'll take that money.
And who did they have on the table?
I just told you, bro. I have not said any names on the table, bro. I keep saying signing bonus. So you keep asking for names. I didn't mention any names.
How is it bad business to steer David Benavidez in the direction of a company that actually got fights for him? Because in doing that, he got Benavidez the Andrade fight. He got Benavidez the Morrell fight. He got Benavidez the Caleb Plant fight. So how is it bad business to say, no, David, don't take that over? Hold on, bro. Because see, this is why I wanted to address it point by point. I hear everything you're saying, fam. How is it bad business to say, no, David, you don't need to go to Top Rank because Top Rank, they offering you this signing bonus, but they ain't got no fights for you. Come back over here to PBC, forget that signing bonus, and he ends up getting Benavidez the Morrell fight, the Plant fight, the Andrade fight, and all the fights he got since that time.
That's it. He could have got the Beterbiev fight. He could have got the Beterbiev fight with Top Rank. He could have got Beterbiev with Top Rank. He could have got Beterbiev with Top Rank. That's better than all those names.
He wasn't at 175, bro. That's a completely different division, fam.
Come on.
He was trying to get a Canelo fight. That was years ago. See, this is why I be talking
about
what you do, bro.
Top Rank PBC wasn't going to get him that fight.
And they weren't offering him better beef, bro. They just wanted him to sign for a bunch of fights, and they didn't put no names on the contract, and they didn't have no names, bro. Name one 168-pound fighter at Top Rank that would have been a better fight for David Benavidez than Caleb Plant.
Wasn't Benavidez talking about fighting Jesse Hart?
I didn't ask you that, bro. I didn't ask you that. I said we're
that's
talking about your Top Rank point.
Hey, that's someone he was in talks to fighting. That's someone he was in talks to fighting, and that's someone at Top Rank.
Top Rank fight, fam. We're talking about your Top Rank point that you made. You said it was bad business for Samson Lukowicz.
It was bad business, bro. They could have got a Beterbiev. They could have got a Beterbiev.
And then you can answer my question. You said that it was bad business for David Benavidez to not take the Top Rank deal and stay over at PBC. Well, that business decision that Samson made got Benavidez the Morrell fight, the Vosdick fight, the Caleb Plant fight, in the goddamn Andrade fight. Who did Top Rank have at the time that was a better
They
route?
could have get a Beterbiev, bro. Now you bring up Gosvick, that's a 175 fighter. So now you're contradicting yourself. So now I'm gonna bring up 175 fighters. They could have gotten Beterbiev, and that's better than anybody he's fought, bro. That's been better on his resume than any of those names that you brought up, bro.
So why didn't they put Beterbiev on the contract, bro?
Ask Top Rank, bro. What the fuck?
Okay, so if
that's a guy on their squad. That's a guy that could have easily offered the fight. So there's your answer, bro. They could have gave him Beterbiev. Look, they could have get a Beterbiev. They could have get a Beterbiev, and that's better than anybody of those names that you just mentioned, bro. That's more clout than any of those names you just mentioned. You try to bring up Andrade. You try to bring up Andrade, bro, a 154 guy. You try to bring up Andrade.
Beterbiev does have more clout than all those guys that you mentioned.
He does. He does.
Top Rank wasn't putting them on the contract, homie. That's all I'm telling you. Like
they don't got to, bro. That's not what I said, though. I didn't say they offered him a fight. I said they offered him a sign-up bonus. They're trying to get him on their squad. All right, so you keep harping on a point that I didn't make. You're harping on a point I didn't make, bro. And then I answered it, right? Because you're saying all these names, and I gave you a name who's better than all of them. Right, and now you're still like hammering down on it. Hey, bro, they try to give him a sign-on bonus. They made him give it back. They made him give it back, right? All those names you mentioned, none of them are better than Beterbiev, bro. So it doesn't matter. All those names you mentioned, none of them are better than Beterbiev, bro. That's who they could have offered him. That would have given more clout than all those other guys.
V for Vendetta, bro. I hear you, and we can throw Vosdick out. I'll throw him out because you made a good point that I shouldn't have mentioned him. No issues, bro. During this time frame that you're talking about, Benavidez was a 168 fighter. So by Samson Lickowitz, because remember the point you made was it was a bad business move for Samson to tell David not to go to Top Rank, but to stay with PBC. Well, by staying with PBC at 168, he ended up getting Caleb Plant in the ring, and he ended up getting Demetrius Andrade in the ring. Top Rank, what 168-pound fighters did they have, bro? Who?
They had Jesse Hart.
Come on, fam.
Hey, bro, Andrade's not a 168-pounder, bro. You keep saying 168. They had to drag him up. Look. Hold on. Look, and make another point. They had to drag Andrade up from 154, from 160. His second fight, Andrade's second fight at 168 was Benavidez, right? Are you saying that's a good fight? That wasn't a good fight. That was a beatdown. That was a beatdown, bro.
That's a completely different debate. V for
Did that fight sell a lot of pay-per-views?
The thing that we're talking about that you brought up is Samson doing bad business. Get back relevant.
It was bad business, bro. And if you let me finish my other points, if you had let me finish my other points, I would have told you, bro, how it's a pattern of behavior where he does bad business.
Listen, dog. Stop, bro. Stop, fam. Stop. I have to treat you like a child right now because you're not listening, bro. You're listening to talk and not listening to actually learn something, fam. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro. You tried to make the point. You just keep
bringing up names, bro. Who never at 168?
Stop, fam. Stop. You just cooked yourself, and I'm trying to tell you how so we can move to your next point. Maybe your next point you'll do better. Maybe you'll do better on your next point, but on this one you cook, bro, and then we can move on. But what I'm telling you is, you made the point, your very first point, and there you go again, coming off mute like a child. Be quiet, bro, and learn something, fam. Listen for a second, and then we can move to the next one.
Andrade was out of super middleweight, bro.
You're cooked on this one, bro. It's over with.
The only name you really had was Caleb Plant, bro, because Andrade's not.
Stop talking, bro. Stop talking,
Andrade was not a super middleweight.
All right, so I'm going to do that to you, then I'll bring you back up when I get done, because you're not finna keep interrupting me, bro. You can either handle yourself with respect or not, but you're going to get this work, bro. The point that you came up here and made, the very first point, then we can move to the other one, bro. You came up here and you said Samson did bad business by telling David Benavidez not to go sign to Top Rank and instead told him to keep it over there on PBC. When I bought the names to you and I said, well, by staying with PBC, they got him an Andrade fight and they got him a Caleb Plant fight. And you said, well, if he would have signed a Top Rank, they could have got him a Jesse Hart fight, KO. Now, regardless of what you think of Andrade, regardless of what you think of Caleb Plant, they are both bigger names and they are both more respected in the sport of boxing than Jesse Hart. So how can it be a bad business move if what Samson told David to do got him fights with better opponents that are more respected in the sport of boxing than a fucking Jesse Hart? Andrade was a 2-division champion. Jesse Hart never been a champion. Caleb Plant is a former champion. Jesse Hart never been a champion. You are cooked on that point, sir. It's over with. Now we can move to the next topic. I'm not talking about that shit no more. You're done. Overcooked, overseasoned, rotisserie, whatever you want to say. When you bring Jesse Hart as the reason he should have signed to motherfucking Top Rank over staying with PBC and getting Caleb Plant, Demetrius Andrade, you're fucking done, bro. It's over with. So move on, or I'm going to move on for you. What is your next point?
So Andrade was never super middleweight, and the reason why I brought up Jesse Hart because they were in talks and fighting at one point, so that's why I brought it up. And really, bro, you can't assume, what fights they were going to give him, right? No fights were on the table. You never know what they were going to do. But yeah, we can move on, right? Caleb Plant was a good name. Caleb Plant was a good name. But like really, you cut me off. You got me off my. What I was trying to make, right? The whole point I was trying to make was a pattern of behavior that Lukowicz was showing, right? So the one thing was he blocked that move with Top Rank. The next thing, he was throwing mud in the fight with Canelo. And then the third point, bro, was that when David Benavidez was invited to see the rematch between Bivol and Beterbiev, he stayed until the main event, right? And and then he left right before the main event, and no one knows why. I think he got a call from management, and he says, "We got bigger plans for you. Time to go." Right? Because what the Turkey was, his intentions was for David Benavidez to step up in the ring and square up with the winner. Right? So I think Turkey was trying to make the fight, but again, bad business moves from David's management team. They pulled him out of the situation, and now they had some bad blood, had some words, and now it seems like David's signed with them. Right? So maybe Lukowicz found a way to get his cut. Those are my points, bro.
All right, so two things you said that I'm going to address, bro. And I didn't cut you off, so I need you to listen. And then if you have a dispute, you can dispute it. You said that Sampson threw mud on the fight with Canelo, and then you said that David Benavidez practiced bad business by leaving the negotiations or leaving the fight of Beterbiev and Bivol. And then you speculated that he got a phone call, and that's why you think he left. There's no proof of any of that. But here's what we do have proof of, bro. Number one, Canelo Alvarez, you want to talk about throwing mud on the fight? Canelo Alvarez said David Benavidez doesn't bring anything to the table other than the extra 25 fucking pounds. Meanwhile, he has no issue getting in the ring with someone like William fucking Skull or John Ryder or Abney Yildirim. Canelo Alvarez also stated that he needs $200 million guaranteed to fight David Benavidez, which would be a record-breaking amount of money that anyone has ever got guaranteed to fight anybody in the entire history of the sport. He asked for that is the definition of throwing mud on the fight and pricing yourself out of the fight. He threatened to leave by many reports. He wanted to leave his PBC deal because they kept trying to make him fight Benavidez, but he wanted Jamal Charlo, and they wouldn't give him Jamal Charlo. And the only way they said they'll pay his money is if he would fight a Jaime Munguia or Edgar Berlanga, because they wanted a fight that they felt like they could sell because he wanted to have a cherry-picked opponent, bro. He's the one throwing mud on the fight. Even to this day, he's saying that David Benavidez brings nothing to the table, and he's big-upping Bud Crawford and saying Bud Crawford brings all of this shit to the table, but yet Bud Crawford was somebody that he also said he would get no credit for fighting. Now all of a sudden he thinks he'll get all the credit in the world for fighting motherfucking Bud Crawford. Go make that shit make sense. And then the part about David Benavidez's bad business move that you keep neglecting or that you brought up, you know what's good business? When you want to fight a champion, you put a champion in a position to fight you or duck you and drop their belt. Last I checked, David Benavidez's team put him in position to be Dimitri Bivol's mandatory and put Bivol in a position to either fight him or duck him. And Dimitri Bivol chose to drop his belt instead of fighting David Benavidez. David Benavidez tried to make a fight with Callum Smith, and Callum Smith ducked him too, both through PBC and over there with Turkey. And now he's fighting Anthony Yarde on a Riyadh season card in a one-fight deal to stay busy, as Beterbiev and Bivol have decided not to fight until 2026. So when you talk about David throwing mud on the fight, when you ask for a number you know no one's going to agree with, That's way more mud. That's way more mud than what anything David Benavidez or Samson can do. When you talk about bad business moves of David Benavidez, those bad business moves of Samson and
Wrap it
PBC
up, bro.
have David Benavidez as a much bigger name than both Beterbiev and Bivol, and it's evident in his fight with Morrell compared to their 2 fights against each other, bro. That's it, fam. You cooked on that too. Do you got anything else, bro?
So look, you were saying a whole lot of speculation there. You're throwing a lot of your opinion when you're saying that Canelo wanted to be guaranteed a cherry pick, and there's all these reports that he was turning down the David fight and all that. You got to produce some evidence of that, right? Because you're just saying that shit. You're saying, all these people that Canelo wanted this and that in negotiation with PBC. That's just speculation, right? You can't just say that he wanted a cherry pick and he wanted to fight Jamal. He didn't fight Jamal. So what you're saying right there was kind of making no sense, bro. And you kind of rattled on, so it's kind of hard for me to even fucking pin down what you was trying to say, dude. So you're saying that what the bad business that he shouldn't have stayed. That he shouldn't have stayed with fucking with. Yeah, bro. He threw me off, bro. You was rambling, dude.
I threw you off because you can't fuck with me, dog. That's what threw you off. You fucked off. So you said that. Let me ask you this,
bro. You was fucking rambling, bro.
Was David Benavidez? Did David Benavidez cherry pick?
You said that shit about Canelo.
I'm curious about your energy. I just want to ask you a real quick question. I'm curious about kind of your energy and kind of how you carry it. So let me ask you this: did David Benavidez cherry pick Demetrius Andrade?
Was it cherry? Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So was Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G, was that a cherry pick?
For Triple G, I thought Triple G was gonna knock him out. So I don't know if it was a cherry pick. I don't know if it was a cherry pick.
Just so we clear, David Benavidez pulls up Demetrius Andrade, who actually had a fight at 168 before fighting motherfucking David Benavidez, who was actually in his mid-30s. He pulls up Andrade. That's not a cherry pick. But Canelo Alvarez
said that was a cherry pick.
Canelo Alvarez can pull it. No, that is a cherry pick.
So I said that was a cherry pick.
No, I got you, my bad. So that is a cherry pick. But if Canelo pulls up a 40-year-old Triple G who never fought at 168 pounds, that's not a cherry pick.
Wait. You asked me when Canelo fought Triple G the first time or the third time? Because I thought you were asking about the first time.
When he pulled Triple G up, was that a cherry pick?
Oh, yeah. We already know who was going to win that fight. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, you can kind of say that was a cherry pick.
Is Jermell Charlo a cherry pick?
Jermell. Would I say it was a cherry pick? I don't know if it was a cherry pick, right? Because they were trying to fight Jamal.
Pulling up a fight 2 weight classes to a weight class he never fought at.
Yeah. I know. It's 2 weight classes is a cherry pick. Yeah. But I'm saying he was trying to fight his brother, right? And the little brother kind of stepped in, kind of like when I'll say the cherry pick. Yeah, that was I knew who was gonna win that one, right? But yeah, I wanted to see that fight because I was saying, look, I want to see that fight personally because I've seen the Charlo talking hella shit for 7 years. But yeah, we can say it was a cherry pick, bro, because you kind of 2 weight classes.
Is Canelo your favorite fighter?
Active, I guess, yeah.
Okay, so if he asked for $200 million to fight David Benavidez, is that a duck?
I heard he's getting 150 to fight Bud.
No, I didn't ask you that. I said if he was
asking. But listen, I'm saying that to say this: if he's getting 150 to fight Bud, I could see him getting two to fight fucking David.
No one has
you said you yourself were saying how big David was, right? You said how big David was. You said how big David was. He was bigger. He's bigger than Beterbiev and Bivol. You said he's bigger than Beterbiev and Bivol put together, right?
That's not what I asked you. I said if Canelo Alvarez is on camera asking for $200 million to fight David,
if he's getting 150 to fight Bud, I can see him getting 200 to get David. You can't.
But you don't know what he's getting against Bud Crawford.
That's what the reports are. That's what they're saying on the articles. That's what they're saying out there. You can go find it, right?
No one's wrote an article on that, bro. Okay. No reputable person has wrote an article on what he's getting for no goddamn Terrence Crawford, bro.
He got 80 to fight Skull. He got 80 to fight Skull.
If he's asking for $200 million to fight anybody, is that a price out?
Hey, bro, he got 80 to fight Skull.
If he's where you see that at? No one reported that either, bro. You just making shit up.
That? Oh my god, I'm making these up. Okay.
It's not reported by a reputable
Okay.
source. It's people speculating and trying to make shit up and acting like they know some Turkey Ring magazine. No one involved in that deal ever came out and said what Canelo's deal actually was, bro. Just a bunch of people talking shit. But what I'm asking you is, if he was asking for $200 million to fight anybody, is that a duck? Is that
For
a
his
price
fight
out?
against William Skull, Canelo is reportedly earning an $80 million of flat fee as part of a larger $400 million 5-fight deal with Saudi Arabia.
Is a
That's on Google,
$200
bro.
million?
That's on
Is
Google, bro.
200? That's a AI Google. Who's reporting it, bro? You said reportedly. That means rumored, my nigga. What are you talking about?
You want to find your articles?
Is $200 million a price out, bro? So yes or
If
no
you're
question.
making $80 million to fight someone like Skull, no. If you're making $150 to fight someone like Bud, no.
Just so you
Are you not using context, bro?
Asking for an amount of money where the event. Hold on. Using common sense, you're not though, because you digging yourself a stupid asshole. What I'm asking you is, and what I'm repeating back to you is what you're saying. You're saying that a fighter asking for an amount of money where the event is guaranteed to lose money is not a price out and not a duck. That's what you're saying, right?
Wait, how do you know it's guaranteed to lose money?
There hasn't been a fight in recent memory that has grossed $200 million, bro. Fights don't make $200 million. You would have to sell 1 million pay-per-views and do a $20 million live gate just to make $100 million on the event. So asking for $200 million is guaranteeing that promoter that pays you that they're gonna lose
money all the time. That's a bad argument, dude. They lose money all the time. Bob Arum said he lost a house on. Bob Arum said he lost a house on paying Terrence Crawford because he would make no money off him.
Duck, bro.
Look. Bob Arum said I lost houses paying Terrence Crawford because he doesn't sell. They still invest, right? So
Which
that's not a
proves
very
my
good point, dude.
The
That's
nigga
not a
was
very good
only
point,
paying
bro.
Terrence Crawford
And if
$4
you
million
look in
fight,
the context matters, right?
You proving my point. He had houses he lost on Terrence Crawford. He could have bought all this shit, and he was only paying Bud $4 million, bro, losing money. So when you ask for $200 million,
that's how much of a seller Bud is.
Lose money. You proving my point, bro. And you don't even know it. This nigga was
but he kept paying him though. But you don't get it. You don't get it. He kept paying him though. He kept paying him though. But he kept paying him though. You don't get how you don't make sense. Bob Arum kept paying him, even losing money. He kept paying him. So you see how you don't fucking make sense?
What does that matter, bro?
Because you're saying why would the promoter lose money? They do it all the fucking time. Bob Arum was continuously doing this with fucking Crawford. That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't trying to pay him $200 million.
He kept paying him, bro.
He signed Crawford to a deal and got the ESPN Plus deal, and he was trying to make
kept
money
paying
off
him,
but he couldn't. No nigga's gonna on purpose. He wasn't guaranteed to lose money on him when he signed the deal, bro. When you give somebody $200 million in a boxing match, you guaranted to lose money. That's the point, bro. I can't believe you this slow, fam.
Bro.
That's the point, bro. That's the point,
you just not paying attention to what the fuck I'm saying.
No, you not paying attention, bro. Anybody else, if it wasn't Canelo, if they asked for $200 million.
Yeah, Canelo special, bro. Yeah, if it wasn't Canelo, there you go. If it wasn't Canelo, there you go. You just made my point. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You just made my point, bro.
Out of here, bro. I'm done. I'm done with you, bro. You're too easy. You're too easy and you're stupid, bro. He's a duck, fam. You're too easy and you're dumb, bro. You're too easy and you're stupid, bro. Oh, yeah, it's Canelo. He's special. Special, so he just get to make niggas lose money? Get the fuck out of here, bro. You stupid, dog. Oh, he can make people lose money. He can make them lose money. It's Canelo. He's worth $200 million. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Come show me I lost. How about you hit the link and I'll cook you too, bro. The fuck out of here, dog. Y'all are stupid. Canelo fans are dumb, bro. Y'all are dumb as fuck. Fan the fuck out. You can ask for $200 million. Who gives a fuck if he's gonna make the event lose $100 million? He's a fucking duck, bro. He's a fucking duck. Niggas trying to fight Chris Eubank. Niggas fighting Bud Crawford coming up 3 weight classes in 2 fights. Nigga fought Jermell Charlo coming up 2 weight classes. He was trying to fight drunk ass Jamal Charlo. He fought fucking Jaime Munguia, trash ass, prospect, never fought nobody. Fought Edgar Berlanga, trash ass, prospect, never fought nobody. But David Benavidez, you need $200 million. You ain't need $200 million for Berlanga. You ain't need 200 million for Haney. Get the fuck out of my face, bro. You niggas is cooked out here, bro. The fuck out of here, bro. Scott Nicholson got a stoppage. That is news because she don't never, ever get no stoppages. Salute to her though. Congratulations to her, bro. Congratulations to her, man. Y'all smash the like button, donate to the channel, hit the super chat, hit the cash app, show your support. Anybody else, bro? I'm about to move to another topic. Anybody else, bro? Link is in the chat. Meaty Riley, I know, bro. These boys is cooked out here, man. They cooked out here, dog. Canelo, that's why Canelo fans don't come over here much. I got to go over to their platforms and cook their ass. They don't come over here much. But salute to him for pulling up. I appreciate it. Anybody else, bro? All right, let's move on, bro. So I want to talk about, we talked about David Benavidez and his deal with Riyadh Season and Turki Al-Sheikh, and the link is still in the chat. It'll be in there all show. I want to get to this Floyd Schofield, Abdullah Mason shit, bro. Because I was listening to Floyd Schofield. Let me make sure the link's still pinned. Okay, yeah, it's still pinned. I was listening to Floyd Schofield Sr. ask for $3 million over on Mill City. I was listening to him say that Abdullah Mason is trying to market his son off of, Abdullah Mason is trying to market himself off of Floyd Schofield Jr.'s back because he had a great performance. No, bro. No. They were the ones marketing themselves off of Abdullah Mason's back. And Abdullah Mason pulled their card, bro. And exposed them as ducks. All right. That's what happened, bro. You wish, Steve Stevenson. You wish, bro. You wish. You wish that's what you heard. But that ain't what happened. So shut your dumb ass up. Or you can hit the link too. Now, I need y'all to understand something, bro. I need y'all to understand something. Floyd Schofield had an offer to fight Abdullah Mason, right? And he turned it down and continued to talk shit like he beat his ass in sparring. And then when the tape dropped, he started deflecting, saying we're not finna mention him. And now he's asking for $3 million to fight Abdullah Mason. This is the same Floyd Schofield Sr. that said we got a 5-year, $5 million deal with Golden Boy. So you want to make in one fight what you would make in 3 years at Golden Boy to fight Abdullah Mason. You ducking, bro. It's the same price out shit that we was just talking about with Canelo on a smaller scale, bro. It's the same goddamn thing. You didn't need $3 million to fight Tevin Farmer. You didn't need $3 million to fight. Yo, mic check. Can y'all hear me? My computer tripped out for a second, but I'm getting it back up and running. It's getting right now. Can y'all hear me? Mic check, bro. Mic check. All right, Howard Lane say, yeah. All right, Howard. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. All right, so what I was saying, bro, about Floyd Schofield and what I'm noticing, bro, with these boxing dads, bro, And what I'm noticing about fight fans too, bro. Hold on, I think I'm good on my other deal. Give me a second. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. We good? We good, y'all? Y'all let me know if we good. All right, we straight. All right, bet. Get this back rocking. All right, cool. So KO versus KO phone. Yeah, yeah, that's the only way I can get any smoke, man. So what I was saying, damn, it dropped down again, bro. Shit crazy. Guess we gotta leave the damn camera off for now, bro. So one thing that Floyd Schofield Sr. made me think about is this revisionist history the boxing dads trying to have and the fight fans trying to have, bro. Floyd Schofield wants us to forget that they the ones that started this shit with Abdullah Mason. Just like Devin Haney fans want us to forget that Bill Haney the one made that phone call to Tay Jones. Just like Brian Norman Jr. and Brian Norman Sr. fans want to rewrite history and act like he didn't duck Jerron Boots Ennis just because his duck got him a Devin Haney fight, bro. People are forgetting timelines. They're forgetting what happened. They're forgetting all of this shit just for the sake of supporting the damn fighter, bro. And it's sad out here. We'll start with Floyd Schofield since that's what I was on before the shit went out, bro. They're accusing Abdullah Mason of trying to market off of their back. But they started talking about he was chinny, how Floyd Schofield knocked him out in sparring. Abdullah Mason's team response was to send him an offer to fight this year. And they turned that shit down. They started that, bro. They started that. But now he's clout chasing off of them. Then when they get the offer and they turned the shit down, bro. When they get the offer and they turned the shit down, they kept talking. Oh, he chinny, he this, he that. We got Shakur, we on the bigger and better things. My son whooped him, my son knocked him out in sparring. So then they dropped the damn tape on his ass. And now it's, oh man, we need $3 million just to talk, $3 million to fight. They trying to market it off my son big win. We don't look behind us. We this, we that. Last I checked, Abdullah is the one that's fighting for a world title, not Floyd Schofield Jr., bro. Last I checked, Abdullah is the one sending offers while Schofield is turning them down. Last I checked, Abdullah Mason is the one posting video footage while Floyd Schofield Sr. is online capping and lying about what happened, bro. Not finna forget history. Niggas want to forget because they got one win against Tevin Farmer. Now that's just the greatest thing ever, bro. At the end of the day, I ain't got no bad things to say about Tevin. I'm not going to disrespect him. I'm only going to tell the truth, bro. Tevin Farmer was well past his prime, and he was coming off of 3 losses in a row and 2 ass whoopings to Williams Zepeda, to be specific, bro. And he on his 3rd weight class. So he a little dude that was coming up in weight, bro. That was past his prime. That got 3 losses in a row, 8 losses total in his career, bro. Stop acting. We got to stop acting like Floyd Schofield just beat somebody that was like highly thought of, super dope, super in their prime and all that shit. Stop it, bro. Damn sure didn't put you on a pedestal to where now you demanding people got to come to Texas to fight you, bro. That shit garbage, man. Again, rewriting history. Bill Haney, Devin Haney fans, same thing, rewriting history, bro. Oh, man, we got the fight made. Don't matter how the fight got made, man. Devin out here moving like a G, man. Bill Haney, man. Devin out here a dog. He a G, he a dog. He doing his thing, bro. He always want the big fights. They always looking for the smoke. Bill Haney on camera looking for a way out of the goddamn smoke. Out of the goddamn smoke. Looking for a way out that shit. But because the fight got done, he never did that shit. Get the fuck out my face, bro. Mac Majestic said, you must forget how people make sparring clips. 100%. But that was a whole round non-stop with no clips. That was a whole round non-stop with no clips. Same thing with Brian Norman Jr. and Sr., bro. see, y'all said we should have took the Boots fight, but now look at us now. Look at us now getting the Devin Haney fight. Nigga, that still don't change the fact that at the time, nigga, you turned down $1.7 million to fight on the undercard, bro. Yes, they're worth more now. Yes, they built their way up. They got 2 knockouts in a row, but when you turned down that goddamn fight, you didn't have 2 knockouts in a row. Fuck out of here, bro. Nigga just be capping, bro. Rewriting history, taking shit out of it or whatever. Like this lame ass shit. Look, I haven't even read this shit. I guarantee you this will be a lie by omission. This will be a lie by omission. And a lot of details are going to be missing. There'll be no mention of Bill Haney calling Tay Jones trying to get out the fight. There will be no mention in this comment about Bill Haney lying about making a phone call to Tay Jones. There'll be no mention of this. It'll be left out. This man says Devin didn't rewrite history. The Haneys requested the fight. Devin put it on his wish list. They made the fight. See how he left that out? You see how Devin Haney fans do? See, if Boxing Hacker was real, bro, if he had any fucking integrity about himself, he would say, Devin, he would say, Boxing Hacker, I'm not gonna rewrite history. The Haneys requested the fight. Devin put it on his wish list. Bill made a call trying to get out of it. Got exposed for lying about trying to get out of it. Brian Norman said they backed into a corner and they really don't want the fight for real, but they have no choice but to take it. And then they end up eventually taking the fight. If he was real, that's what the comment would read, bro. But it don't read that. Because he's a goddamn Devin Haney knob gobbler, bro. Yeah, that's how this shit go. Desmond Johnson, what up? Hater KO, tell me how I'm hating. Floor is yours. Tell me how I'm hating. And then you got niggas lying. Then niggas, when they can't do anything, they lie. The phone call is hearsay. Now the phone call is hearsay, even though Bill Haney admitted to it. You see how niggas do, bro? You see how niggas do? Now the phone call hearsay. Now it's hearsay. It's so hearsay that Bill tried to deny that it ever happened, bro. Y'all niggas is cooked. Why can't y'all just be happy you got the fight? Why does Devin have to look like the big bad wolf too, bro? Why can't you just be happy that he stopped ducking? Why he got to be like, no, he wanted it the whole time, KO. That never happened. You niggas is sorry, bro. You sorry. You're trash for that. You trash for that, bro. Oh my God, bro. I just want to be happy he took the fight. Y'all don't want to be happy he took the fight. Y'all want to lie and leave shit out. And leave shit out. Straight garbage. Let me go ahead and have my easiest debate of the day.
What's up, KO?
What's going on?
Chilling. So where's the lie at? I mean, I think I told the truth. Did Devin Haney not put that Brian Norman's name on his wish list? Did he not do that? Was it not his team that were the first one to request that fight? Did that not happen? Did the fight not happen? Did the fight not get announced? So if you look at the actions taken, it looks like, well, they wanted it and it happened. What you're basing off of is the phone call, what Nate Jones said, right? That's what you're basically basing things off of. Oh, there was a phone call that he tried to lie about. Well, remember, they both had two sides. Bill Haney said that it wasn't all to the call, right? So obviously, well, me and you both were not on that call to know what truly transpired. So it's hearsay. Of course, it's definitely hearsay. So you're basing, they didn't want to fight on pure hearsay and speculation. But when we look at the actions that we do know to be for a fact that it was on his wish list way before, that they're the ones who actually fight before. They're the ones who signed first. Like, what? How can we not say they didn't want to fight? If they didn't want to fight, they didn't have to take it. There's no reason they have to take it. Nobody's forced to take fights. They can find a way out of it, right? We see how Brian Norman and Boots were trying to negotiate, and they still find a way. They still find a way to not take that fight. So anybody can find a way not to take a fight, but based on the actions taken, we can say that they wanted that fight and they made that fight. So salute to them. I'll stop right there.
Lying by omission is when someone deliberately withholds information, allowing a false impression to be created or maintained. It's a form of deception where the truth is not explicitly stated, but the omission of key facts leads to a misunderstanding. The floor is yours.
Well, so okay, I don't know what that had to do with anything. Even if you consider the fact that Bill Haney, okay, let's take your argument for example. You can say that, oh, Bill Haney denied the phone call and later admitted it. Fine. What does that mean? It doesn't mean that it doesn't change the fact they actually fight and still wanted to fight, right? It also doesn't mean that hey they were hiding something. They didn't just say it. Okay, so let's continue with that. Tate Jones said that they tried to get out of the fight, right?
You doing your best. You doing your best not to tell the whole story. I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back until you say everything. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, so like I said, I already mentioned it before. We know what happened. We know what transpired between them about the phone call, right? Tate Jones said they were trying to find a way out the fight. What Bill Haney said, but Bill Haney was saying there was more to the story. So like we know that's what was transpired, right? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But it's still hearsay. We weren't part of that conversation to know like what completely happened. Was there more to the story like Bill Haney saying, or was it directly like what Tate James
Bill Haney said? Tell him there's more to it. The more to it that he kept referring to was the Jerron Boots Ennis part of the conversation. That's why he kept asking him to go back to the Jerron Boots Ennis part. He refuted nothing that he said about Devin Haney and Brian Norman. But I want what I want you to do, what I'm asking for, and why I keep bringing up the definition of lying by omission. I want you to bring everything, paint the clear picture. I don't even have to debate you. The fact that you leaving shit out lets me know you cook. Mac Majestic, you can come back. I was gonna let you up, homie. I ain't got no problem with letting you up, bro. Come on back, because this is quick, easy work. You're more than welcome to come back, bro. But what I want you to do from start, because see, this is what you did, bro, and you do it every time. Look, bro, it's simple, KO. Look, Devin Haney called for the fight. Devin Haney wanted to fight. He signed first. He did this, he did that, and then the fight got made. In the story, you leave so much shit out, and the shit that you happen to leave out always happens to be the shit that can shine some sort of negative light on Devin Haney. Go ahead. I'll give it back to you again. I just want to remind you, as you tell the story of how the Devin Haney Brian Norman Jr. fight came together. As you tell that story, I just want to remind you once again, lying by omission is when someone deliberately withholds information, allowing a false impression to be created or maintained. It's a form of deception where the truth is not explicitly stated, but the omission of key facts leads to a misunderstanding. So just one more time for the people, can you please tell us again how the Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. fight got made?
So to clarify, so like I said before, my premise is proving the point that they wanted to fight, right? And I'm basing it on the premise that Devin Haney put it on his wish list, a wish list that we saw on Twitter. We visually saw the wish list on Twitter, so it's not subjective, it's not hearsay. We saw him put it down on Twitter. We saw them ask for the fight. They were the first ones to ask for the fight. You know what I'm saying? We saw that the fight got made, and from reports, we're hearing that they were the first ones to sign for it, right? So those are my key premises to why the fight, why I feel they wanted that fight, because their actions taken show that. So when it comes to the conversation of what happened on the phone conversation, I wasn't a part of that conversation. It was two people talking about what happened, a phone call in the morning. To me, that's hearsay.
You are aware that Brian Norman team actually said that they got the offer first, and everything went through them first, and they agreed, and then it got sent to Haney. So they directly refute that. But let me guess. You believe Devin's side, right?
So from my I didn't hear that, but I heard that.
That was also part of the conversation Brian Norman Sr. had when he cooked Bill Haney, and Bill Haney was up there lying and acting like he didn't have a phone call.
So,
That was part of that. That was part of that
I'm saying
interview.
who signs first? Who signs
Isn't
first?
it? Don't you find it hilarious that literally
Yes.
every single thing that you say always shines Devin Haney in a great light? The way that you just told the story, so put together, trying to sound all smart and all that, you left out everything that would have made Devin Haney look like he didn't want to fight.
Well,
Like you said their actions showed they wanted to fight, but you don't talk about their actions of Bill Haney lying about that phone call and what
let's
Tay Jones
clarify
said he
one
said on
thing.
that phone call.
It's
It's very funny to listen to, bro. But look, I got somebody behind you. When you ready to come up and tell the whole story and not just a story to make Devin look good, you're more than welcome to come back. Salute the boxing hacker, bro. We got Kamal Oz with the 5-piece, no biscuit in the super chat. He says, you get that video I sent you about Jarrell Big Baby Miller exposing Anthony Therapeutic Use Exemption Joshua and Eddie Hearns for ducking him. Nah, bro, I got to check it out, Kamal. I'll check it out, though. And I might make a short or something on it. For sure. Mac Majestic, what's up?
What's up, man?
What's going on with you, bro?
Not a whole lot. Salute to you, man.
Salute, fam. What you got for the show?
Man, I don't understand how you say that they didn't want to fight. They took the fight. They put out a list, for one. So you see the list, Turki see the list, then he says Brian the offer. What's that tell you right there? Can you hear me?
Oh, you done, bro? Oh, my bad. Are you done, bro?
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm basing my stuff off of is the fact that Bill Haney called behind the scenes trying to dead the fight and trying to get out of the fight. And he lied about making that phone call. And I'm going off the fact that Brian Norman Sr. on record said they don't want this fight, but they talk too much and now they got to take it because it's going to make them look horrible. That's why I believe that they don't want the fight, because of Bill Haney's actions behind the scenes of trying to make the fight not happen.
I mean, I kind of think that, like, if they didn't want to fight, right, they wouldn't have put that on the list and let Turki see that. He know Turki going to make that fight if he want, you know.
If they did want the fight, why did they make a call trying not to have the fight?
What makes you say that, though? Because I didn't hear anything that Tay was. You talking about the call with Tay?
Yeah.
Tay didn't say that he wasn't trying to make the fight, brother.
He literally said that y'all said they was messing up our brand and that they were trying to fight Shakur Stevenson and they didn't even really want to fight Brian Norman Jr. That's the definition of
you see
not trying to make the fight. No, you're good. That's the definition of not trying to make the fight, bro. And then if that didn't happen, why did Bill Haney lie about having that phone call in the first place, bro? Why did he try to deny it? Then when Tay got on the phone, he had, oh, my bad, yeah. But he said he didn't make no call that day except to talk to Brian Norman. But he lied about that. Why, bro?
Yeah, he did say that he didn't make that phone call. Then he said he did. But I don't think he was trying to get out of the fight, though, because Tay didn't say that he was trying to get out of the fight.
If I say, man, I wasn't even trying to debate Mac Majestic, bro. I was trying to debate Joseph Jackson. What am I telling you, bro? like, what am I telling you, bro? Like, if I say, look, bro, Mac Majestic messing up the KO brand, bro. He up here, he cooking me, bro. He messing up the Knockout Boxing 86 TV brand, bro. We going back and forth. He messing up my brand. I didn't even say he was trash. I said he got a left hook from hell. I say he got good rebuttals, bro. I wasn't even trying to debate Mac Majestic. I was trying to debate Beecher. What's that, bro?
I think that's what Bill was saying, like, about him messing up the brand, because he was saying, well, I guess he's like trying to say.
But then Mac, we can get deeper. How am I messing up your brand by talking shit about you, but you put me on your list? You see, like it's all.
I think Bill just didn't want him talking trash. I guess that's what it was. He was just like
Bill Haney. Bill Haney don't want somebody talking trash, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, fam. Like, what we doing?
I mean, I guess he just didn't want him trying to downplay the fight, you know, and saying whatever he could say to
Brian Norman Sr. wasn't down playing the fight. He was saying my son gonna whoop your ass and step over you. How you down playing the fight?
No. He
Come
retracted.
on, bro.
No. He retracted though. He said
Come on, dog.
that he can't promise us a knockout. Any other fight, he's promising knockout, brother. You know?
I got you, but I'm still trying to figure out what did Bill Haney mean, bro. Like, if you like, tell me what he meant. If he didn't mean I'm trying to get out this fight, I'm telling you I want to fight Shakur. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Well, they were before him on the list, so he was going down the list. I imagine, you know.
What weight class Shakur fight at?
Well, hey, look, if you didn't notice, Dev didn't look like he was ready to go to 147 when he fought Jose Ramirez. He looked like he made 144 pretty good. If you don't notice, before all of that, like right after the Ryan fight, he was. It looked like he was trying to stay small for a reason, like maybe to go back to 140 or whatever. And
but he said he'll never go back to 140. He said 140. Bye. I'll never be at 140.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Then when you start calling out Shakur and tanking down, so what are we talking about? We ain't talking about them at 147. We got to be talking about their weight or catch weight or something.
But even when he was at 140, he said he wouldn't fight them at their weight, bro. And he's on record saying when he was negotiating with Team Alifu, he wanted that fight at 147. Team Alifu wanted it at 145. When he was negotiating with motherfucking Richardson Hitchens, he wanted that fight at 147. And but Richardson Hitchens wanted it at 140 when they were trying to make that fight.
Well, of course, with that fight because.
And how is Shakur on your list? Shakur ain't even fought Zepeda yet. So how is he before Brian Norman? Like, bro, he was trying to get out the fight, fam. Like, he was trying to get out the fight. His bluff got called. They got backed into a corner. And guess what? I can think what I think. You can think what you think. But the person that was in negotiations, the person that actually got the fight done, Brian Norman Sr., the person that's privy to all that, he said they were scared and didn't want it, but they had no choice to take it because they backed into a corner. So you ain't got to take my word for it. What did Brian Norman Sr. say, bro? On top of Bill lying about the phone call, Mac, you seem like a real one, Mac. If you lying about a phone call, it's because you said something in that phone call you don't want somebody to know, bro.
Yeah. I thought about that when I heard that. But you know, Bill would be talking this shit. So I can't say that. Who knows what went on with that?
But we got the fight. I guess the main point, bro. We got the fight. That's cool. But the problem that I have, Mac, that the reason that we do shows like this, and the thing that I'm saying is, bro, we can't act like we didn't get here how we get here. I don't like how people try to act like what happened didn't happen all because you got the fight, bro. Like, they don't do it when it's in Devin's favor. So when Lomachenko finally came around and fought Devin fans didn't forget that he ducked them in the past or what happened before that to lead up to that moment. When we finally got Devin in the ring with Ryan Garcia, nobody forgot that Ryan Garcia ducked Devin multiple times, taking that interim belt or whatever. But now when the shoe is on the other foot and Devin and Bill might have did some shaky shit, Bill over here making back political plays, calling people, getting caught in lies, getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar and shit. Now all of a sudden, man, that stuff don't matter, bro. We just got the fight. Nah, bro, it still matters.
We can't say that we caught Bill in a lie because we don't know what happened on that tape conversation. And to be honest, it don't sound like nothing. It don't sound like you're trying to duck, man. Even
if it was Mac, if it was anybody else, if Shakur Stevenson was on the phone and he got exposed and he was like, "Man, I never called Bill." And then it came to find out that he called Bill. And then the person say, "Well, yeah, I wasn't." And Shakur say, "Well, I wasn't even really trying to fight Devin. I was really trying to see what's up with Richardson Hitchens, bro. That's what I was trying to do." He was higher on the list. Y'all messing up my brand by talking shit about me. Yeah, everybody in Devin Haney can't be calling that nigga a duck, bro. The only person this is not a duck to is Devin Haney and his fans, and I've watched them call people ducks for less, bro. For less than this.
I'm a Devin Haney fan, but I'm also a Brian Norman fan. So, I mean, I'm a fan of all these guys, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I just don't get what, like, we don't know the conversation. And I didn't get anything out of that, what Tay said that Bill was trying to.
I mean, bro, when you say somebody messing up your brand because they building a fight that you claim you wanted on Twitter, that don't make no sense. when you saying you're not trying to dead the fight, but you telling them we wasn't even trying to fight you, we trying to fight somebody else. That's trying to get out of the fight, bro. When you lie about the whole conversation in the first place, and then when they call the man on the phone, then you finally admit that you did talk to him, bro. That's a bunch of red flags, bro. It's a bunch of them. If it was anybody else, we'd be calling it the same. But because people like Devin, because people are fans of Bill, they not trying to say that, bro. If anybody else lied about some shit like that, bro, and got caught like that, they be cooked out here. But people are trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I give them credit. They did end up taking the fight. We're not gonna act like they didn't try to wiggle out of it. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I don't think
that's all. But let me I'm open up the panel, bro.
Hey, who you got?
I'm open up the panel, fam.
Who you got in the fight?
For the fight? I'm not picking it officially. Because I got to do for my my channel members or whatever. We do picks the week of the fight, so I can't give away their picks because they'll be mad at me. They pay for those picks because we be very accurate. What I will tell you is, I think it's highly favorable to Brian Norman Jr. based on their last performances. I don't trust Devin to be the same Devin that he was against Regis. I don't trust his confidence right now, and I don't trust his ability to stay like the way that Devin has to win the fight. He got to just survive, bro. He got to run around the ring like he did against Ramirez. He got to pop shot and get the hell out of there, bro. Brian Norman can win by decision, being aggressive, and he can win by knockout, bro. He got more ways to win, bro.
Nah, man.
Yeah, he got more ways to win. I'm favoring Brian Norman heavy in that fight. I think it's either Brian Norman Jr. by the destruction or Devin Haney by survival, bro.
Well,
that's what I think.
As of right now, Vegas got Dev as a favorite. I think that gives them a little bit of confidence too, though.
Yeah, I already got I got a bunch of money that I'm gonna put on that. I hope more and more money come in on Devin to make him a bigger favorite.
I say that Vegas having him the favorite gives them confidence.
Nah, I don't think that matters. He was a huge favorite against Jose Ramirez, and he didn't have no confidence in that fight. That's not gonna matter. He was an even bigger favorite against Jose, and he didn't have no confidence in that fight. Confidence is gonna come from if he's able to take a shot and then he still can be himself. That's what confidence is gonna come from. It ain't gonna come from reading no damn Vegas odds, bro.
Who wants to take a shot? Confidence probably comes from not taking the shot at all. You know, like you did with Jose Ramirez.
You don't want to take a shot, but the Devin that fought Regis was highly confident, like not worried about nothing. The one that was slipping shots and going to the body against Loma was highly confident. The one that continued to run away from a washed up Jose Ramirez and pot shot him,
135 pounds.
That's not confident.
And 135.
Jose Ramirez washed, bro. Like if you fighting Jose Ramirez like that, I don't trust you, bro.
I think that Jose Ramirez probably has like, I'm not saying like, cause he was stuck in daggone mud too, man. But Jose Ramirez I think that his footwork is probably better than Brian Norman, to be honest, even though he's older. And I think that his, like, cutting off the ring and stuff, I think that Jose was doing not a bad job. He just wasn't putting nothing together with it, you know?
Yeah, but Jose was coming off a loss to Arnold Barboza. He didn't look good against Comey. He's in his mid-30s. He washed, bro. He washed, but Brian Norman is more explosive. He punches harder, and he's more athletic. And you can't let somebody like that be on the hunt like that, bro.
Against Sasaki and against Derek
Santillan was a pretty good win, and you gotta understand too. Brian Norman Jr. a true welterweight, bro.
Yeah,
Brian Norman Jr. a true welterweight, bro.
There's Bones was 135 and 140. You're right. But
but let me let the next people up, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, okay?
Okay, man. Appreciate you.
Salute to Mac Majestic, man. We got Boxing Hacker with the 5-piece. In a debate, my job clearly state my position and support it with a well-defined premise, not to tell the full story of a hearsay phone call. Come on, KO. Your debate is to use all the facts. And when you don't, your debate, in a debate, yes, 100%. You tried that. It doesn't work with me, though, because I see through you, bro. I see through you. All I have to point out is the fact that you're trying to hide information and you cooked, and then force you to admit that you hide information, and then watch you hide it again and you cooked. Sorry, bro. It's over with for you. We got come on eyes with the 2-piece in the super chat. Back up in that thing. He say, what do you say? Uh-oh. There we go. Hold on. Why my shit moving slow? Oh, come on, Oz, with the 2-piece in the super chat. Ask Sugar Shane Mosley about Devin's performance. They said it was trash. All right, panel is now open, bro. Link is open. I think we got a Cash App as well. Let me take this link out. We're doing a full open panel now. I probably got like another 45 minutes, maybe an hour or so. And we can chop it up together. We can talk some boxing together this afternoon. Let me unpin that one. I see y'all all backstage. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, bro. Allow me to. Oh, I don't drink like that. Not me. Open panel. Boom. 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 All right. What's up, everybody?
What up?
What's up? What's up?
Salute to everybody. Panel is open. Y'all go ahead and get your bars off, man.
Hey, don't
Well,
don't play with us. Stay with us, KO. You know you can do 2 hour, nigga. Somebody got to
what's
start
up,
getting on
KO?
KO ass. Then he gonna cook
This
somebody.
is
He gonna
Preacher
get
Man,
everybody off the panel and get on their ass.
Hey.
I just wanted to challenge a couple of things you said this morning. I've listened to everything, and you be spot on, and I love the show, you know. But I wanted to ask you, I want to question the point you made about Tank's retirement, because Tank himself was talking about retiring, you know, and I'm just wondering how confident he is on him not retiring, because
he was talking
I
about
kind of
retirement.
believe him. I kind
he
of
was talking
believe
about
him the way he
retirement.
was moving.
Yeah, you talking about before the Lamont Roach fight, right?
Right.
Yeah, but after the Lamont Roach fight, what did he say?
He said he got a couple more fights.
Yeah, and a gentleman asked me, was he retiring after Lamont Roach? I said no, because that's what he said. So, and I think, and a lot
And
of
not
people
only
around
that,
him
KO,
hold
he
on, let
made
me
it up.
finish, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, my
Let me
bad.
finish, bro. And a lot of people around him are saying that shit's gone. That was dead. He was just in a bad space at that time. So nobody truly knows, but I believe he'd be the exception, not the rule. So that's why I'm gonna go with not retiring. Very rarely do we see guys at their apex, in their prime, the biggest star that they've been, with the biggest bags on the table for them moving forward, and that's the time that they retire. We never hardly see that. If he does it, he'll be one of the only ones to do it that I can remember. Maybe an Andre Ward if you want to throw him in there, but most guys in his position that are fighting on pay-per-view, that are getting millions of dollars, they usually fight till they can't fight no more, bro. So
What's his
And then
name in the
not even to
UFC?
piggyback off what you said, KO.
Khabib Nurmagomedov. He did the same
Like you
thing.
said, in the future, he has them future bags. I don't even think Andre Ward had no future bags until he retired. Then he started getting bigger bags, like to come out of retirement. Like, hey, you come out of retirement and fight such and such, we'll give you this, that, and the third. But beforehand, I
Nobody
think,
wanted to see Andre
unless
fight,
somebody
though.
could correct me or KO, I don't think nobody has ever, like with the money Gervonta has in front of him, is more than ever now, too, especially with Turkey.
yeah,
Especially they
you
got
ain't
Cooper
wrong.
Big
again.
fight
Like, bro,
coming,
it's more
bro.
than ever. So
Big.
I know he gonna stay in. That nigga a money getter. He gonna
Hell yeah.
stay in. And Turkey, even if it's not the best of best fights, he's still gonna get him in a very good fight, and will still pay him because it's just money. It's Tank.
Shit. If Turkey knew
And
what he
Tank
was
is
doing
like
with all that
he's a
fucking money,
person.
he would have been had a Tank fight. Dude out here just lighting money on fire, and people are fucking cheering this shit on. He could be doing so
I
much better with all that money, bro.
Hell yeah, he
don't
could
give
be.
a fuck what his
And,
money is
and
because it
why are
don't
we
pay my
saying
bills. I
assuming that
just care
Tank is
about the
going to go to
fight.
Turkey? Why is that the assumption? Tank
Because
the one thing
everybody else broke
you do with
compared to
Al
Turkey, man.
Heyman. Al Heyman teaches his guys how to invest. So
Lord
guys like
Jesus, here
Peter
we go.
Quillen, guys like Danny Jacobs, They got properties. They got stuff going
What
on.
about a
Tank is no different.
$15 million lump sum check for 45 minutes, my nigga?
What about if you're making that residual income on the apartments that you own and the housing that you own? And
Another
you don't have to get beat
45
up in
ain't
the
never
face.
been
Yo,
done.
here's what you
A
guys
nigga could
don't
knock me out for
understand.
1
Some
million.
people got loyalty. It's in their trait. It's a very, not too many people have the trait of loyalty. That young man has that shit.
Loyal to a fault, I would
He's
say.
loyal to a fault, real
Yeah.
shit.
A lot of people don't have that. You're right.
Absolutely. Hey, listen.
I'm that
Hey,
way to a
fellas.
certain
Can I
degree.
run
What up,
something by you real
OG?
quick?
Y'all give me a second. We got some people that's up here, bro. One of my brothers, he don't hardly ever hit the link, so I gotta go to him real quick. Cam
Yes,
J,
sir.
man, what's up with
Okay.
you, Cam?
Yo, what's good, bro? What's good, man? Finally had the chance to get on
What's
her,
happening, bro?
man.
What you got for the
Man,
show, man?
this nasty work, man, out here, man. People hating on David Benavidez. He only having a one-off, you know what I mean? And then he's still gonna be back on PBC. I just seen my man Jose Benavidez Sr. earlier on Mill City speaking about that earlier, said that everything's still intact for us. The team says so Liquid he on deck, Al Heyman on deck. So they all a part of this.
Yep.
They trying to make some shake. So I'm definitely interested to see, this fight with, DB and Yardy. I know he's gonna definitely put on and definitely pack him up, and then we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But definitely Turkey definitely got some nasty tactics that he's moving around David Benavidez, let alone just Al Heyman in the PPC. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's
completely
been
separate.
nasty to watch, man, behind the scenes for sure.
Dean, what up, Dean? What you got, bro?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I want to talk about what's up, KO, man. Hope you enjoyed the family, man. Your family
Yes,
reunion and all
sir.
that yesterday, bro. Hope
Yes, sir.
everybody
Had
was
a good
good, man.
time, bro.
Oh, family reunion? Fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guy. Listen, David Benavidez, I don't like the move. KO already know how I kind of feel about this. I feel similar to KO. The part that I am happy about is this is what I be talking about when we talk about these fighters, and David Benavidez is the prime example of how fighters should move. Because I get asked all the time, well, Dean, what is these other fighters supposed to do if Tank don't want to fight him and all of this other stuff? And I keep telling people, put them in position to duck you, to where it ain't nothing to talk about, to where even people who don't like you or even people that support you, they won't even be able to defend it. Like, I don't care how much you like Canelo Alvarez, you can't defend the Canelo Alvarez not fighting David Benavidez. You could try to, but it's going to be so many people that's going to be in the other way of that. David Benavidez is the one fighter out here that we kind of don't question, besides him being with Mimo, if you understand. You feel me?
But
But
what do you say to people that be like, okay, Terrence Crawford weighs more than Canelo, like walking around. So that's why also he didn't want to fight David Benavidez because he's probably 40 more pounds walking around.
But who told you Terrence Crawford weighs the same as
well,
Canelo Alvarez walking
well,
around?
He doesn't have the
Especially
same bone
walking around.
density.
I mean, at a
It's
certain
not the
point they
same
have
bone
because he
density.
posted his own shit.
hold on. Let me finish, though. Hold on. David Benavidez is the prime example of how you're supposed to move as a fighter. To whereas though the whole boxing
Facts.
community, he's probably the only fighter in boxing right now, maybe besides Bam Bam, that we don't really question as far as how he's moving, that he's getting the fights that we want to see, and he moving the correct way. So
Nah,
don't
For a
nobody
second,
we need
people
to
question.
be
did question him
questioning
with the
him
Morale
about
fight.
something though. We need to
No,
be questioning
I ain't talking
him
about.
about
I'm not.
Boxing
Somebody
fans are
background,
crazy.
bro. Somebody
Yeah, let him
background.
let him finish, and then I'm
Y'all
gonna go
got
to you, Rodzilla.
Oh,
But I can hear you driving, bro. Your background noise is crazy, fam. But go ahead, Dean.
I'm just saying this is the way that you're supposed to move. Because at the end of the day, we know Bivol. Think about the Bivol situation, Canelo situation. Don't nobody think it's David Benavidez's fault. And that's how you get support. That's how you get people that even don't, they could be Canelo fans, but a Canelo fan can't say David Benavidez ducking Canelo Alvarez or nothing like that. So David
Well, all
Benavidez,
this
when
is
y'all ask
business
us,
with David.
when y'all ask us how a fighter's supposed to move, he prime example of what I'm talking about. Yeah, he got to take a little,
Absolutely.
he got to take a little sacrifice with Yardy, but he can't get Bivol. I think Yardy is a good, another great fight for him though at 175, no matter what.
Can't get
So y'all can
Callan.
go ahead.
He didn't have to do
Can't
that.
get
He
Callan.
didn't have to
Can't
put
get
himself in this
all the
position.
other guys. Take Yardy. It's a good fight, bro. And I ain't mad at Turkey for making this fight. It's a one-off. let's just be grateful we got another dope
It's not
fight.
as good
That's
as the
all I can
Callum
say.
Smith
The
fight, but
reason why
Turkey was
Turkey made
blocking
this fight
Callum
is just to
Smith.
keep David
One at
Benavidez in
a
his back
time.
pocket.
One at a time, bro.
How did Turkey
One at a
block Callum Smith? Did Callum Smith turn down that fight?
Oh, fuck. There goes the neighborhood and shit,
Man, the
bro.
neighborhood was never here, brother.
Fucking hey, you are a headache.
Everything it's Turkey's fault that the Callum Smith fight happened. What did Turkey?
There goes the neighbor motherfucking hood.
I think to that point, bro. And then I want to go to Victor because I haven't heard Victor yet. To the Callum Smith point, Callum Smith is a WBO interim champion. David Benavidez was trying to make the fight with him directly with PBC, and then Turkey stepped in, and Eddie Hearn is on record saying that they couldn't get a number that Callum Smith was happy with to get him to fight David Benavidez. And this is the problem that I have with Turkey. Hold on, I'm not done talking.
Oh, let him finish.
This is the problem. This is the problem that I have. This is the problem that I have with Turkey, bro. If you got this unlimited fund, right, and all of this money, and the goal is to get Benavidez in the ring with the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev, then the Callum Smith fight is the one you should have tried to make more than anything. Why didn't he pay whatever Callum Smith needed to get so that David Benavidez could not only be the WBC champion, but if he won, he'd have been in position to be the WBO interim champion and been a mandatory for one of Bivol's other belts, forcing Bivol to either fight him or duck.
That's a
Now I find it. Hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done. And so that's the problem that I have when people keep saying Turkey is giving us these fights. We wanted Canelo versus Benavidez, didn't get it. We want Benavidez versus Bivol, didn't get it. We want Benavidez versus Smith so that Benavidez can be in a better position to fight Bivol. We're not getting it. Like it's always some shit, and then it just so happens that
to be him.
Eddie is both Bivol's promoter and Callum Smith is promoter, and he's very loyal to motherfucking Turki Al-Sheikh. It just so happens that every move that seems to be made now at the light heavyweight division just always puts David Benavidez a further step away from getting the fight that we want to get. So this is what happened. They announced Benavidez versus Yard. Then the next day they tell you that Beterbiev versus Bivol ain't fighting until February 2026. Then the very next day they fight his IBF mandatory, bro. And y'all think all this
kind of skip.
Yeah, but that's
Wait. Did they announce he's fighting Eifert? Because IBF just ordered it. I thought he was going to vacate that belt. What's the deal with Bivol and Eifert?
Yeah, there's no announcement on it. It's just ordered right now.
Dominoes. I'm saying the dominoes keep falling to where it's always something put in front of Benavidez, bro. That's what I'm saying.
It is, bro.
I don't know if he's gonna fight him or not.
He didn't block.
So he had to take the fight. So that's why I'm not.
KO probably didn't want to go out on the limb and said, "Nigga, that shit purpose."
Smith fight. You're just saying he didn't bid for that fight. That doesn't mean he blocked the fight.
No, he did
He
bid
blocked
for it.
the fucking fight, bro.
He did, bro.
No, he blocked him for being in the real fight.
Eddie Hearn did an interview on Boxing News. I suggest everybody. As a matter of fact, y'all keep talking. I'm not finna argue. Y'all go ahead.
My nigga, Mr. Pull it up on y'all.
A grasping at straws.
Nah, dog, it ain't grasping at straws. It benefits.
Turkey boxed out Benavidez, and Benavidez had
boxed his ass out
to even make it into the
so
square.
Benavidez has to take that Yardy fight to get in the good graces of Turkey and them. Like, bro, it's clear as day. You always take the fucking crazy side of arguments so you can get up here and cap your ass off on these panels, dog.
Wait, the only way you can say Turkey blocked the fight.
Everybody be quiet. Everybody be quiet, please. Everybody be quiet, please.
And Callum were particularly advanced, but it did seem that was more likely, certainly in the public eye. From your point of view, why is it the yard, not Callum Smith?
We couldn't get a deal over the line. We've been trying to get a deal over the line to do the fight in the US.
Why is it the yard, not Callum Smith?
We couldn't get a deal over the line for Callum Smith. We've been trying to get a deal over the line to do the fight in the US. We couldn't get to the number that Callum was happy with. Then you got to understand the position that Callum Smith's in. He's the WBO interim world champion. He's going to get called as the mandatory challenger. May even get to a position where that is an elevation to world championship.
Was that it, or
all of a sudden, 48 hours ago?
If you be quiet, like, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it when it's done, bro. You interrupting this so people can't hear you. Hold on a second. I got you.
Oh, I thought it. I thought it was for everybody.
No, it's not. It's not done, bro. I'll let y'all know when it's done, bro. I'll let y'all know.
Okay. It's super clear.
You gotta let him. You gotta let him say everything because now he's about to get into what they did with Turkey trying to make the fight, bro.
Over the line to do the fight in the US. We couldn't get to the number that Callum was happy with. Then you got to understand the position that Callum Smith's in. He's the WBO interim world champion. He's going to get called as the mandatory challenger. May even get to a position where that is an elevation to world championship. And then all of a sudden, 48 hours ago, we spoke to Turki and Louis de Cubas trying to make the Callum Smith Benavidez fight. And we couldn't find the number. So Yard took the number, took the fight, and he's got it. And it was a very quick turnaround, probably the last 48 hours, really. The fight got made out of nowhere.
So Eddie Hearn
So there you have it, bro. Like Turki tried to make the Callum Smith fight, but Callum Smith wasn't happy with the number. So it's 2 points, right? Clearly Callum Smith ducked. That's not the question. The question is that I am bringing to the table for everyone on the panel. If the goal is truly to get Benavidez versus Bivol, or Benavidez versus the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol, then why wasn't Turki willing to cough up whatever it took to get Callum Smith in the ring so David Benavidez would be 50% mandatory for undisputed, meaning he got the WBC belt and he got the WBO interim that they can call so the person has to fight him or drop the belt, bro. He out here moving niggas around, David, and y'all acting like y'all don't see it, bro.
But we can and David also could have got that WBO belt before he
Can I say this real quick?
Hold on. Let her go.
I haven't said nothing.
Turki didn't
one mic. Let her go. My nigga. Goddamn.
No to the fight.
That's
what happened.
Hold on,
okay. All right. Go ahead. 2 cents. Go ahead.
I don't think y'all realizing it. I believe Turki is trying to control like the light heavyweight and the heavyweight division by having control of the belts. I think that's what he's trying to do. And because it's like chess, I think the promoters are trying to get controls of belts in division so they can, move those fighters around, do that or some type of way like that. Why you don't think he's doing that at the lower division? For some reason, they don't want PBC to have control of those belts in that division, because I'm like, damn, he couldn't get a shot at 68. He moved up to 75. Now they doing all this. Like, why are they doing this? Like, it's very strategic and you can easily see it. And y'all hear what Eddie Hearn is saying? Like, how much is Callum Smith asking for that Turki can't give him? Like, seriously, you telling me he can give T.O. $11 million, but he can't give Callum Smith whatever he asking for to make the fight? And it's enough money for a nigga to take the fight in 48 hours though. Like,
because I think he does hard.
The answer to your question. The answer to your question, 2 cents, is the answer to. Hold on, bro. Hold up, fam. The answer to your question, 2 cents, is because he never truly wanted the fight. It was a bait and switch. He had Eddie Hearn go into negotiations for Callum Smith and David Benavidez, knowing that they were never going to be able to come to a deal. Then he swoops in the last 48 hours, and Callum Smith won't take the number, but Anthony Yard will take the number. But I just ain't got no more money I can pay Callum. They don't want David to hold any cards, because if David whoops their ass, now you got all these UK light heavyweights, all these, and then Canelo Alvarez, who moonlights at super middleweight and light heavyweight. Now shit got to go through Benavidez, and they don't want shit running through him because they think he'll whoop everybody's ass. And they don't. And the last thing Turki Al-Sheikh needs for his agenda is for PBC to have another superstar in they goddamn stable. And them type of fights will make David Benavidez a superstar, and that nigga don't want it.
There wasn't a number in the world that would have got Callum Smith to PBC. There isn't a number.
So instead of overpaying Canelo for 4 fights, pay him that amount for Benavidez.
Say it again. Come on. I got to start passing around because y'all giving me a headache. Come on, go ahead and say what you got to say.
So to follow up on what 2 cents was saying and what KO was saying about Turki playing games, he's clearly playing games because Benavidez also called out Jairo Batalla. He's not making Jairo Batalla versus Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez or Badu Jack. All those guys at cruiserweight are on that side of the fence, but he's got Jairo Batalla fighting bum after bum after bum when he can make the unifications for it. He clearly has an agenda, because why are you giving Canelo a 4-fight deal to fight 4 fights that nobody fucking wants to see, and lying to the public and telling us that Canelo versus Bud is the biggest fight in boxing, but you don't have it on fucking pay-per-view? It's on free TV. It's the biggest fight since 2000. That's what you told me. And it's not even on fucking pay-per-view. So instead of Well, if it's the biggest fight
The
in
nigga gonna
boxing,
give me the
you're
nigga gonna
trying
give
to
me the
set.
dope.
No,
All right.
so it's a lie. So he caught
The
himself
goal
in
is
a
not
lie.
free TV,
So
by the
instead of
way.
No, it's
overpaying
not like it's for
Canelo
free.
for William
Let
Skull,
him finish, bro.
Crawford,
Please.
and I guess if what's his name, Hamza Shiraz beats Bumlanga, Bumlanga's already called the play. Bumlanga said it's fixed. He said if Shiraz beats him, then he gets Canelo. Instead of giving us these garbage fights, pay Canelo whatever he said he was. I guess he's going to get the 250 million that he wanted for Benavidez for one fight with Benavidez instead of 4 cherry picks. That's it.
He said
I'm with that,
250
bro.
million.
Shout out to Frederick Littlejohn gifting 5 memberships to the channel. Welcome to the new channel members. Frederick, I appreciate you, big dog. We got my homie Drink More Water, managing moderator of the channel. He coming through with the 5 piece. He say Benavidez is a champion. The fuck is Eddie talking about being in position for a title shot when he was negotiating the title fight? Blaming Turkey is nonsense. No, it's not, bro. I know you love Turkey, bro, and I love you. Shout out to Juke with the 10 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. She say Turkey played Benavidez and fans. He offered Yard only to announce Bivol not rematching Beterbiev and free. He playing keep away with Bivol. No one asked for Benavidez versus Yard. He not giving us the best. We got Chris with the piece. No biscuit in the super chat. My dog say Turkey don't give us fights we want to see? Question mark. Did the fans want Norman versus Haney or Abdullah versus Noakes or Fury versus Usyk or Beterbiev versus Bivol or Shakur versus Apeta? Those are good fights that we wanted. But we also wanted Norman versus motherfucking Jerron Boots Ennis, Haney versus motherfucking Garcia, Haney versus motherfucking Timalifu, Abdullah versus motherfucking Schofield. We wanted Fury versus AJ. We wanted Usyk versus motherfucking Deontay Wilder. We want Bivol versus motherfucking, I don't know, David Benavidez. We want Bivol versus Canelo part 2. Shit. We want Shakur versus, I don't know, maybe a motherfucking Tank Davis. Like, yeah, he giving you some good fights, but what about all them other fights I just named?
Who wanted him Wilder versus Parker after a
I
long
paid
fucking
attention at
layoff?
the
And
end. I
it's
know one of them
Zane.
fights ain't
Who
gonna
wanted
happen.
Wilder versus a 350-pound knockout machine off of a loss? So don't even
Can I
tell me
say
about
something, y'all?
Turkey's giving us these fights.
Can I say something, y'all?
How much
I
money
mean,
he
with the
got,
2
but
piece in the
not
super
willing to
chat,
make
KO.
good
Did you
fucking
hear?
fights.
Did you hear Bivol versus Beterbiev will be in Russia? Yep, in 2026 is what they were saying, announced directly after Benavidez's 1-fight deal for Anthony Yard. Let me go to OG Victor, and then I got to go to my brother Rozilla. Then I'm gonna go to Chavo, and then I'm gonna pass it back to Deem and Cam J. I want to let everybody kind of go around. Victor, what's up, man?
Hey, can I ask you my question so I don't forget it beforehand? I'll still go third. The only question
go ahead.
I
What's
had
your
was
question,
about
real quick?
what do you think about the him, because before Turkey started pushing him out, that's very clear. He had a way, I believe, through, and this is basically me thinking out loud, wanting you to correct me if you know. Before Turkey really started pushing him out, he had a pathway to get to fighting, I think, Bivol or Beterbiev, and I think that was a certain belt he needed to get or a certain fight he needed
No,
to
the
take that
claim
he
was
didn't.
the claim was that
Okay, you know what I'm
Turkey was offering Benavidez a fight on Bivol and Beterbiev's undercard to fight Callum Smith. And then the winner would be able to fight Beterbiev and Bivol. But if that's the case, how come Callum Smith wouldn't take the fight now?
Right. Callum
It's a
Smith.
goddamn lie. It was a goddamn lie.
It's
Just like he
clear,
promised,
Doug,
just
and I
like he
don't think
promised Team Alifu, that he was gonna get motherfucking Jerron Boots Ennis, but he never had Jerron Boots Ennis sign to fight Team Alifu. He just be talking, bro. He just be talking. Nigga just be
I think
lying
he
and
was
shit
mad
for Turkey.
about the money.
We'll
Benavidez,
see.
I think he told him a name. Teofimo, I think he gave him a number. A number in Jerron Boots Ennis. You could
Nah,
possibly fight him. It'll be him or
he
somebody
was
else.
he promises people these deals without talking to the other side,
Why does
bro.
my phone keep doing that?
He had Virgil Ortiz sign to fight Jerron Boots Ennis, but he didn't have boots on the table for him. He had motherfucking he got Team Alifu, I promise you Jerron too, but he don't have Jerron Boots Ennis in tow. He's telling David Benavidez, I'll get you to fight Callum Smith, and you can fight the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol, but Callum Smith won't even take the goddamn fight. So,
Yeah, if I was
it
him,
is
I
what
would
it
have
is.
never believed him with that Callum Smith shit. I seen
I
that
wouldn't
for
believe shit
dough. A
Turkey
nigga
say
would
if
have
I
chopped
was
that up.
anybody in boxing. Victor, what's up, man? Talk to me.
Oh, my bad. I went first looking at
Victor, you there?
Mute Vic. He muted.
Going once? Going twice? 3 times.
Hey,
Rozilla, what up?
salute
Oh, there
Sold
you
to
go.
the nigga
panel.
with braids in the back.
There you go. What up, Victor?
Salute to the panel. Salute to the panel. Yeah, can
What
you
up?
hear me?
Can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you loud and clear, bro. Yes, sir. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it sound good.
Right here, KO.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
Go
might
ahead,
got a
Vic.
delay.
Can you hear me?
Y'all can all hear me,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Yeah, I
Salute
hear
to the
both of y'all.
panel.
Yeah, we
Salute
can
to
hear him.
you, KO. I want to piggyback off of something you said in this. I'm talking. I'm talking.
You got it, bro. You got a delay though, but go
All
ahead.
right. So do I have a delay or should I go on?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Victor. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? I'm mess me up because I got planes going overhead and all kind of shit.
Okay, just log out and come back, bro. It's all good, OG. Rozilla, what up?
Salute KO, salute to the panel, man.
Salute, fam.
Lou.
I kind of forgot what I was gonna speak on, bro. I was chiming in because I heard the homie Dean say something regarding I think I can't remember if it was in reference to Turkey and Canelo or what, but man, honestly, I at this point, bro, I prefer the Bud fight over over Benavidez anyway, bro, because they're a lot closer in size, bro, to me. You know, I don't like the fact that they keep in Bivol weight. I hate that. As a matter of fact, bro, that's been like the biggest red flag for me, bro, as far as Turkey, because I was really rocking with everything that he was doing,
Yeah.
and it just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, bro. But
But
if
look,
I
Vic,
don't
it's
see
so weird. Why you
Benavidez
think
and
he doing it?
Canelo fight, what'd you say, bro?
I said, why you think he doing it? Like, cause that's weird as fuck to me. Like,
I feel like he got into the sport, bro, with the intention of like, okay, I got money, I like it, certain fights I want to make, I'm gonna make it happen, and then he started getting really close to the promoters, and he started seeing stuff he was doing wrong, and he was like, wait a minute, I got more money than these niggas. If I really want to, I could really just do what I want
but
in
if you
this
look at it from the
situation.
jump, he never let Bivol or Beterbiev fight anyone else, and it was just only those two. Everyone else, he would play with his food. He'll be like, he'll send him in there with somebody that you could lose to before the real fight, like AJ,
And I
Deontay,
feel like that shit is
everybody
fun
damn
to
near.
him.
Ryan Garcia, he sends everybody. I like it, and I kind of hate it.
He put two huge roadblocks in front of an inactive Deontay Wilder, who had fought, what, one time in 36 months? And I don't know
Yeah.
how Crawford and Canelo are the same size. They're closer in fucking size. That's asinine point when Benavidez was
No,
Canelo's
I don't think they're
mandatory.
closer in size. I think they're
They weight classes matter.
And when
Weight classes
you talking
matter.
about
We're
weight
not
though,
talking
brother, you
walk
talking about
around
weight,
weight. We're talking weight
but
classes and bone
people have
density. That's an
just because you yell
asinine
over
point.
people don't make you
Hold
smarter all
on,
the
man.
time,
Let
my
him
brother.
finish
depending
what he's
on how
saying, bro.
great you
Like
are,
if
they don't matter as much.
if
And we've
Bud is
seen that
6 feet
before.
and
And I
Canelo
hope
is
we can
6
see it
feet,
again. I'm praying,
Yeah,
bro.
Let
In my
y'all let
lifetime,
y'all let
this will be fucking great.
Rozilla finish up, bro.
Let him
Go ahead,
finish,
Rod.
it's he looking at it from a sense of weight. Like Bud and Canelo are around the same height, bro. Bud actually I think has a longer reach than Canelo. Whereas
Yep.
if you stand Canelo up in front of Benavidez probably gonna stature over him a little bit, bro. We know how that fight is going, bro. We know how that shit going. Canelo don't stand a chance against that man, bro.
I don't agree. I don't agree, and I hate Canelo. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
a
don't agree
50-50
either.
fight. I think,
Me
and you
too.
want
I
to
don't
talk
think
about
like that.
size? They're
I
Japanese
don't even
fighters
think
that are
Canelo beats
6'1",
Bud, bro.
that are in
Being
sperm
smaller
weight.
can help you a lot in a
Don't
fight.
let the brother
If you
finish,
know
Exactly.
how
man.
That's not a guarantee.
I'm
That's a
5'7".
fucking
I know.
50-50 fight.
Hey, yo, can I say this? KO,
Yeah,
one
Dean, let me
thing.
catch a super chat, then you got it, bro. We got Juke with the 5-piece. She say, fans can't claim Turkey has unlimited funds and say he can't be blamed when the fight falls apart due to funds. Pick a lane. Go ahead, Dean.
That's a fact,
Yeah,
Juke. Hey,
I was gonna
Juke,
say earlier.
that
I
is
think
a
sometimes he
fact.
be feeling disrespected. It's his ego. It's not just like when Tank said, "I want 2 for." He could have sent that shit ASAP. That's cheaper than the fucking money he would have sent. But he knows he wasn't being serious. Like
I'm
he
gonna
said
say
2
this,
for as
dog.
in a diss
Can I
because
ask
he
you
loyal to
real quick?
Heyman and them. So
I'm gonna
Let me
say
let
this,
me
I
let me
think
dog.
he
hear
has
let
a
me hear what
limit to
Dean let me hear what Dean was gonna say. Then I'm going to 2 cents. Then I want to pass it back to Cam
what.
J because he ain't said nothing, bro. Go ahead, Dean.
I'm gonna say this. For David Benavidez, this is how I see when you doing this content creating thing and certain things. I've seen this play, and I think that Al Heyman and Benavidez is I know how it's looking, but I just think that they smart enough to do this, and this is what I mean. Okay, Turkey, you wanted David Benavidez to come over there. We all know how David Benavidez felt prior to this. So something changed to get David Benavidez to do it, right? Because he could have still stayed over there at PBC.
Al's cool with it now.
Yeah,
You
he
can't see
could have
that?
still stayed over there at PBC and Fort whoever, just to keep a tune up and still wait for the Bivol fight, see if he could get that mandated, so on and so forth. And then David Benavidez, in his last interview I heard, he was talking highly of Turkey, which I ain't mad at. If somebody is paying you, you know, whatever they paying you, I don't expect you to get out there and trash the man for no reason. Because why take the fight? Why sign over there anyway if you gonna
why
do
dry
that?
hate on the nigga?
Yeah, and it's a one fight deal. So I'm saying all that to say is, I believe that Al, since he been lending out his fighters, been doing business with Turkey, I feel like Al like, listen, Turkey, I need a favor. If you know, I've been looking out, but I need that on the back end. So I'm gonna let David Benavidez come over there and fight on your card to bolster up the card, which you trying to do. But I believe David Benavidez don't take this unless he got something from Turkey where I get the winner of that fight for sure. And
that shit ain't that right, and I wouldn't trust it, bro.
No, I know that, KO, but I'm saying I believe that David Benavidez and Al Heyman using a play and might have it in writing, and that's why they so somber about it. Like David, like, yeah, it's cool, we doing the one fight deal. You hear what his dad saying and everything. Like, it got to be some incentive, and I think and that's just how I'm looking at it. It could be that way, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it can't be he just forced into a corner. He just got to take the fight. That could definitely be happening too. But I believe it could definitely be a point to where Al Heyman lending his fighters it might pay off on the back end. So
yeah, and he just started lending them. So that shows you like he was fighting for a while to either try to get some clear understanding, a good deal, the best deal. He was fighting for a minute. Now he just now, like the past month, started actually working with big fighters over there.
2 cents. What you got? 2 cents. What's up?
I just was curious, like, why does Turkey be announcing so many fights? Like, is that strange to y'all?
Yeah, after all the years of not having no fights.
I mean, why be that? That's good.
But it kind of started feeling more
good.
normal when PBC the other 2 years ago was
Because
announcing
it's like
everything.
so much can happen in between time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's weird that he just want to announce all these fights 5, 6, 2
you
years
forgot to
before
add.
a fight. Like, you talking about a fight in 26? Like, it's just weird to me.
I mean, I think it drives traction.
That's the part
I think it's a good thing. Like, it drives
traction. Even to add on the 2 cents on that, like, I think it's
but it drives traction. When you're silent about fights, what happens? Like, I rather
I'm not mad at it. It is just kind of
silence is golden, Hacker.
Fall through, but it's sort of like, oh, okay, these two might line up to fight later or something. Like, it drives like excitement for the sport.
It does, but only if you keep the promo up like a movie. You can't do like the regular boxing shit, 2 or 3 press conferences and a face off, and that's it. And we fucking 5 months out, my nigga.
No, Turkey does really good promos. They do like whole anime series and stuff. Like,
and the promo don't lead to him
but I want to
making
see
money.
him take it a step farther and do even more promo than now, which it does look like he's doing. But it kind of
Here's
looks like
the thing about all of this, y'all. Here's the thing about all this, and shout out to Mr. Willie with the 2-piece in the super chat. Boxing Hacker don't know about boxing. Shout out to Mr. Willie.
Definitely don't.
So the thing about announcing these fights so far out or talking about this so far out is you look stupid when the shit don't go through. I guess everybody forgot about his big plan for the welterweight division. Remember, it was supposed to be a tournament with Team Alifu and Boots Ennis and Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, and the 2 winners fight each other, and then like it was just a whole bunch of shit he announced that came out not to happen and not to come to fruition. So that's the downside of announcing shit like 6 months in advance, 7 months in advance, a year
they
in
have
advance.
fights lined up already.
Better be even Bivol. Shit, one of them could get injured. You know what I mean? Better be got hurt leading up to one camp already and had to get a fight postponed. So when you put yourself in that position, bro, it's a lot of shit that goes wrong. I seen somebody in the chat talk about how PBC does it and how they prefer that what Turkey does. I kind of prefer the fact that when PBC announced something that is set in stone and that shit happened.
That's not
For the
always
most
set in
part.
stone
Hey,
with
that's
PBC
a
either.
Fendi fact.
They'll change
Now that you
dates and
bring that up,
everything.
I'm like,
We'll see,
yeah,
bro. But
it's
it is what it
always
is.
happened.
It's not always set in stone for PBC
God
either.
ain't
And
fight.
that's some
It's
respect a nigga need to get it out.
never
Hey, man,
about
it
the fight.
always
Anything can
happened.
happen in between. Somebody can get injured. All that stuff. That's normal cadence. You know,
But
like
it's
Yeah,
like,
but the
damn,
more
Al
time,
Haney
the
was
more
giving them
time
niggas
between
drugs or
your,
something. Them niggas don't get hurt.
your announcement. Hold on, fellas, hold on. The more time between your announcement and the fight, the greater the chance of something happening, bro.
Yeah, and that's fine. But what I'm saying, it still drives that curiosity when you're speaking about boxing, and you know, you say, okay, we're gonna try to do this, we're gonna try to do this. To me, it makes it a little more interesting rather than just being silent. You're gonna be silent for like 6 months. You know,
Yeah, it
think
depends
about it.
on how
Like
you do it though.
You're literally waiting for your favorite fighter to like announce his fight.
Yep, and you are too.
Oh, you're waiting.
It drives
And
more
You're
you are,
waiting for that.
curiosity.
and you,
Right.
I
and
know
you
he
are
just trying to
too.
get on you. He waiting too.
Huh?
They
And you
ain't
are,
building a whole
We
undercard for
already know
tank
that
for
shit's
nothing,
happening.
dog.
My
and you
favorite
are
fighter,
too.
Y'all in the
my
curiosity.
favorite fighter fight
The
next week.
entire boxing
Morgan
world is.
fighting
Shout out to
in November.
Dre's Finest with the 2-piece in the super chat says, can't believe I called the live about damn time. Bullet, what's
Oh
up, bro?
God.
What's good,
No, they
KO
still
fam?
shadow banning you, fam. I just had to go to. I went to your channel specifically and seen you was live.
Yo, one
Nah,
of
it's
y'all
all good. That
backgrounds is
shit happens.
crazy.
Bullet,
Yeah,
what's
somebody
up, bro? What you
background.
got for the show, bro?
What's good with y'all, boy, man? Peace and blessing to everybody, man.
Peace and blessings, brother.
Yeah, it was just a little too friendly, man. I had to come up here and shake something. Y'all, y'all,
Shake the
y'all over here,
table, nigga.
y'all talk
That's
about the
good.
turkey and all that stuff. I already said it yesterday. If a guy don't want to fight, the fight just won't happen. No matter who set up what fight. If the guy really want to get out of the fight,
Facts.
or the fight, if nobody is really set in stone to, okay, I want this fight, it just won't happen. Regardless of Turkey announcing, regardless of Al announcing, regardless of Eddie. How many Eddie? Because I ain't gonna just do Al because everybody just seen the harp on them. How many Eddie Hearn fights he announced that didn't happen? It happens all the time. Bob Arum announced fights and it just don't happen. It's up to the fighters to make these fights really happen. The promoter's job is to get the interest of the fight. Okay, I can put a background and I can set the stage up, but the fighter gotta actually want the fight. That's one. And
Facts.
two, y'all, because I wanted to say because KO was going on about Devin not wanting to fight. It was something I wanted to say because you said Bill Haney made the call or whatever. That's a personal conversation for one, and a background of what really had nothing to do with the fight. Because if you could say that, then in the same stance, just an example, we can say that Earl Spence ducked Bud at first then, if you want to use
Oh, you
that.
talking about
Because
Shakur?
I'm talking about Earl and Bud. Hold on.
No, I'm
When
talking about
Earl and
Devin and
Bud,
Shakur because you was comparing Devin
no,
to somebody that's.
Devin and Brian Norman. He said because Devin,
Oh,
because
okay.
Bill Haney made all this shit.
Somebody got a lot of
My
background
bad,
noise,
bro.
my nigga. That
My
shit
bad,
terrible.
bro. My fault. Y'all hold up. Y'all hold up a second, bro. Y'all hold up a second, fam. Everybody hold on a second, bro. Hold up one motherfucking second, bro. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 motherfucking second, bro. Just 1 second. Give me 1 moment. I ain't mean to do this. Shout out to Turki. I mean Tunnel Vision with the 5-piece in the super chat. He says Turki announces fights before the fighters are even on board, and it's not driving traction. Those fights are not doing big numbers. Chris with the 5-piece in the super chat says, KO, I'm having a good argument with someone in the chat. Once Ryan was injured and Boots moved up, did you want to see the Haney versus Norman fight? Yeah, I want to see that fight. That's a good fight. Yeah, I want to see that fight. But real quick, nobody else hit the link. I see everybody's backstage. Y'all can stay right there. I'll let y'all back up in a second if we have time. But who the fuck you talking to? Who, nigga? Now, you the homie. But you should know better than this shit. Who the fuck? Who? Nigga, come show me I'm lying, bro. You really, who, nigga? Who? Link is in the chat, homeboy. You got me confused, bro. You got me all the way fucked up. There you go. Nigga, what is wrong with you?
Why you be lying so much, KO? You got see, it's one thing to tell a lie, but you know you got other people following your lies. Why the truth will set you free. You don't gotta lie.
My bad, D1. My bad, D1. Come on back, D1. My bad. This nigga caught my attention, bro. I had to get this nigga up here so I can cook his ass. We got Mr. Willie with the 2-piece in the super chat says, KO, the text pad not all allowing me to spell correctly. Damn, my bad, bro. That's fucked up. I hope you get that fixed. But go ahead, nigga. You about to lie. You lied saying I'm lying. Your lying ass. Go ahead.
Listen. So first of all, see how you've been lying a long time. I've been catching the replays of you lying. So let's address the reason why I say you lying. So you say Bill and Devin didn't want to fight. Now, that same talking point that you like to bring up with that Tay Jones interview on True Media, if you really listen before you told the lie, when Tay was saying that Bill called him and said he didn't want to fight, Bill said tell the whole story. What Bill had said is we had the list. Teofimo was first. So y'all, I wasn't checking for y'all first. Y'all was fifth on the list. Because Teofimo ducked, we came straight to y'all. And then you say, then you listen to Brian Norman and Senior and start repeating that lie, talking about Turki offered them first. How Turki offered them first and they on the list before the offer even got sent to him. But see, you ran off with that little True Media snippet talking about Tay Jones and Bill don't want to fight, Devin don't want to fight. So listen, here we are. The fight is made. Brian Norman Sr. himself said, oh no, it wasn't nothing that Bill did to try to stop the fight. So see, that's what I'm saying. You got to stop the lying. The truth will set you free. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to lie. And you know you got other people up here be believing these lies and sitting up. See, listen. Before you actually try to make a talking point about something, listen. Don't just hear what you want to hear. Oh, Bill and Devin, they ducking, they gon' duck, they can't do nothing with them. Man, listen. The nigga ran straight to Brian Norman. You see what I'm saying? Went to Teofimo first and went to Brian Norman after Teofimo ducked him. So what we talking about? How that makes sense? So now explain how you did lie based off what I just said. Because I'm real curious. I've been sitting here watching it, but I'm real curious.
Are you done?
I'm waiting on you to validify the lie.
Are you done? Are you done?
I'm chilling. Go ahead.
Bill Haney, and I don't know why I have to keep doing this. I could play the audio for you if you call me a liar again, then you'll really be bad. Or you can just listen to the facts of the situation. Bill Haney, what you left out is that he lied that he even called Tay Jones in the first place. Oops, huge fucking red flag. But I don't see you calling Bill Haney a liar. I don't see my brother DeMonte up here saying, well, Bill Haney lied about the phone call. Why would he even say he didn't talk to Tay Jones? Why would he say that? Why would he deny that shit and then turn around and admit that shit? But you ain't calling him a liar though, right? So if you're gonna call anybody a liar, call him a liar. That's the first part that you fucked up on. The second part that you fucked up on is when you said Bill said tell the whole story. Bill also said tell the whole story. Go back to what you were saying about Jerome Boutinis. Go back to that part. That's what he was referring to. He wasn't saying tell the whole story about Brian Norman Jr. because they told the whole story and he didn't deny any of that shit. When they said you was fucking up our brand, he fucking up our brand. We wasn't even trying to fight Brian Norman Jr. We was trying to see what's up with Shakur or something like that. That's trying to get out the fight. That's trying to put somebody else in front of Brian Norman Jr. How the fuck are you trying to see what's up with motherfucking Shakur Stevenson when that nigga already got a fight signed, nigga? He already got a fight. He was trying to wiggle and finagle his way out that fight, which is why he got mad and started talking about that man mama. You can't trust a nigga that'll put something on the heartbeat of his dead mother when he knew he was lying the whole goddamn time. This nigga went from telling you the phone call didn't exist to telling you some other shit about Jerome Boutinis to telling you some other shit about what Tay Jones did and didn't say and trying to get Tay Jones to talk about something that had nothing to do with his son and Brian Norman Jr., bro. He was in that bitch copping pleas. And when he couldn't cop a plea and he got exposed, the motherfucker started name calling and being all motherfucking mean and honorary and pissed off at Brian Norman Sr. for exposing his ass. And fuck what I say and fuck what you say. We didn't get the fight done. Brian Norman's side got the fight done and Devin Haney and them got the fight done. Brian Norman Sr. said they didn't really want the fight. Brian Norman Sr. said that nigga just bit off more than what he could chew and he ran his mouth too goddamn much and he had to take the fight, but he don't really want this fight though. That's what that nigga said. He would know more than you and me. Now, based off of all those fucking facts, please tell me how the fuck I'm lying to you, bro.
You just lied again. You talking about Tay? You talking about he tried to stop Tay Jones keep talking about Boots when he was talking about Boots or whatever the case was. When Tay Jones told that lie and said that, oh, Bill called me, said he didn't want the fight in the first place. Bill said, no. Tell the truth. So so how you keep missing out on that part? Then he said, Tay, tell him exactly what I said. Tay said something about, oh, well, Bill called me. I talked to Bill, and he said that he wasn't really trying to fight Brian Norman first. Bill said we went to Teofimo first. So when I said y'all want our first option, it's a list out. Y'all wasn't Teofimo was, but once he done, you next in line. So please don't make it seem like a nigga is ducking his taco or scared of y'all because the list was already out prior to the lies of Tay Jones and Brian Norman Sr. talking about they got offered first. Now when the list dropped, oh, Bill is capping. This list full of cap. Don't nobody believe Bill. So now y'all see, we went to Teofimo, they ducked. Now we knocking at Brian Norman's door. We ain't never even hear nothing about Shakur. Shakur was on the list, but we ain't see on nowhere where Bill talking about sending the offer to Shakur or in talks with Shakur. We ain't never hear that because, like you said, Shakur's already squared away for this July 12th situation. You see what I'm saying? So
you done? My bad.
Go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
All right, so I don't have any other response for you other than this.
Ask you a question, William. Did you make a phone call this morning? I ain't gonna say that. We cool. No, like, you ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it. William, you made a phone call this morning, William.
I swear to God, I didn't make no phone call this morning other than fucking with you.
Bill, cut it out, Bill. All right, you got it. I'm gonna let you.
No, when you swear to God, then I made a phone call this morning.
I'm not gonna do you like that. You stop talking now. I'm gonna tell the truth. Stop talking now. Don't go to talking all that. Now I'm gonna tell the truth. Stop it.
What swear?
Swear what?
What I just asked you, nigga.
All right, I got a message this morning. You want me to talk for real?
I want you to swear first.
I swear to God, this is the honest to God truth about what I'm about to say. Then you want me to say what really happened or what? All right. But this morning, I get a call from my partner, right? Your partner.
Who's your partner? Who's your partner?
Tay Jones. Tay Jones.
Okay.
You called Tay this morning. You called Tay this morning. You tried to dead this whole fight, bro. You tried to dead the whole fight. I don't even know why you got me talking. You tried to dead the whole fight. You wanted us to come. You said we messing up. You said we messing up your brain. Listen, you said we messing up your brain. Listen, we're messing up. Call him. We messing up your brain. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Get him on the phone.
You said we messing up his brain. But Bill didn't want to fight. Bill did not want to fight. He was trying to get out of the fight. He done talked himself into something he didn't want to do. He wanted us to come out, say Dad was a good fighter, and go on about our business. Hold on one second.
I put it on my motherfucking heartbeat. My mama's heartbeat.
Hey, Bill. All I'm saying, Bill.
Be quiet 1 second. Be quiet.
All right.
Hey. I need you to wake up, dog. You hear me?
Wake your ass up, okay?
I got Bill on the phone.
Who?
Bill.
Well, I don't even want to talk to Bill, man.
No. I need you to do this for me. Now, he tried me to the worst degree. What happened this morning?
This morning we was on the phone, and he had texted me about the contract. I didn't know nothing about the contract, and I said, well, Turki's in the contract. He said, yeah. Then when we got on the phone, when I was going through the airport with my family, he said something about Boots. And what I said about Boots, I said, well, if you look at Boots fought 140 pounders. And then I said, you need me to name them all? And I started naming them all.
Fast forward past all that about the last.
No, shut up, nigga, and let him talk, man. Go ahead. Fast forward. Okay, wait. Said, no, let him talk. Man. Finish talking, man. He said, honestly, we weren't even.
No. Go ahead.
Oh,
Finish talking, nigga. Finish talking.
We weren't even gonna try to fight Brian Norman. I was gonna try to see what's going on with Shakur Stevenson. We was gonna offer him a deal.
Say we're gonna try to fight Brian Norman. They're gonna see what's going on with Shakur Stevenson. Offer him a deal. And what did he want me to do? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
He wants you.
Hold on, dear. Wait, hold on. No, wait. Hold on. We're gonna talk, nigga. Go back. You wanna let the man talk or you gonna talk over? You want to hear the truth? I'm gonna tell the nigga go back and let's keep talking. So we can talk about it. Go back. Hold on. Go ahead.
He said, you have him call me. He said, because y'all you damaging his brand. And then what you mean by damaging the brand was how you saying that, just talking, talking shit. I said, well, that's for the father. Then, he said, Devin, I said, well, Devin started the first, Devin said he was ass. He said, but I never said nothing about Devin. I mean, I said, never said nothing about Brian. I said, well, Devin did that.
I said I ain't said the nigga was trash. Nigga, I said the nigga got a left hook from him. But start back and go to the other. You left, I know, but you left out a lot of the other shit. Go back to the other part, Tay. Go to the part you said. Go back to the part I want for the Tay. I guess you ain't tell me that part. Go ahead.
And I was telling him about the Boots. He said, Boots a dangerous fight. I said, Boots ain't no dangerous fight. I said, he's not a dangerous fight. I said, Devin would be more dangerous. Devin fought everybody in his weight class. Boots fought people coming up 140 pounder, and I said, you need to name them off. And I started naming them off.
Anything else there? I said, man, I can't go to no people and tell no people Boots is more motherfucker than Devin, more motherfucker dangerous than that. Ain't got to tell people.
Floor is yours, nigga.
So now, Tay said, Bill texted me about...
remember what you said when you first started here.
Right. And this
Bill Haney denied. Bill Haney denied. Hold on. I want you to remember. I want you to remember what you said. Bill Haney denied what Tay Jones said. So tell me where to go to hear him deny what Tay Jones said. And Bill Haney lied about even fucking talking to Tay Jones in the first place. I don't know why you niggas keep coming up here doing that, but go ahead and reiterate the points that you tried to start off making and go ahead and make them again so everybody can hear you actually tell a motherfucking lie. Go ahead and tell us again how Bill Haney denied Tay Jones and he wasn't going back and telling them to talk about Jerron Boots Ennis. And he had nothing to say about what Tay Jones said about Brian Norman and motherfucking Devin Haney. Go ahead and try to make them same points that you started off trying to make. We all listening to you, bro. Go ahead.
Right. So now, Tay said that Bill texted him about a contract for Brian Norman. So at the end, the points that I had said was that, of course, Bill, when it came to not trying to fight Brian Norman first, because that's what the talking points that was being used, we seen Bill go for Teofimo right after the loss with Ryan happened. So of course I didn't go for you first. I went for Teofimo. But after Teofimo ducked, I came to you. Tay said something about, Bill said he gonna try to send an offer to Shakur. Well, guess what? That's something that Tay said. We ain't never see that. We just got to go off what Tay
you said. Bill denied it, sir. That's what you said. You said Bill denied that shit. I'm trying to figure out where. Go ahead. Floor's still yours, though. Go ahead. Remember, I'm the liar, though. You said Bill denied it. I played that shit.
Because you said Bill don't want it. Tay just said that Bill texted him about a contract for Brian Norman. So if I really didn't want the Brian Norman fight, why am I even hitting up your phone talking about 20
he texted him and asked him, did he get the contract? And then Tay also said, Bill said, we wasn't even trying to fight Brian Norman. Y'all messing up our brand. The shit that I bought up that you said Bill Haney denied, the only thing I heard him doing was trying to talk over Tay and asking Tay to talk about what he said about Jerron Boots Ennis. Where did he deny anything that Tay Jones said? That's what you call me a liar for. So I'm wondering, are you gonna apologize for calling me a liar, or what we doing?
When did Bill come out his mouth and say that they damaging his brand? That's something that Tay said.
When did Bill come out his mouth and deny what Tay Jones said? You said he denied it. I just played it for you. So you called me a liar when I said everything that I said. I proved to you that I'm telling the truth and that you're indeed dead wrong. So you gonna offer me up my apology so I can go enjoy my Saturday, or what we doing?
How you proving me the truth when a list was already put out beforehand? He texted Tay about the contract for Brian Norman.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, obvious points. They went to Teal first. Teofimo
Text messages and phone calls that he denied he ever made, though. And then when Tay Jones got on the phone, he just went right along with the story. And when he started cooking him on what he said about Brian Norman, he tried to get him to go back to Jerron Boots Ennis, just like I told you he did. So again, how did I lie, bro? Just
what did you say that points out or points to Bill ducking Brian Norman?
It ain't what I said. Tay Jones said it. When did Bill deny what Tay Jones said? Because you said he denied it. When did he deny it, bro?
He been denied it. Not only did Bill been saying for the longest, yes, we chasing Brian Norman. And Brian Norman's a great fighter with a left hook from hell. But when
he said all of that, he said all of that before that interview. He was saying all the right things publicly. You were correct. They did the boxing voice this morning. We thought it was all popping. The day before they had did the boxing voice, shit was going great. It was lovely. We thought we were getting that shit. And then this shit happened later that afternoon. So what I'm asking you is, bro, you said I was lying. I just played the audio for you. So I'm just trying to figure out like what we doing.
So by the fight being on and by Turki proving and by Turki putting out saying that Brian Norman and Devin is fighting Ryder, does that not prove that you was lying about Devin and Bill trying to duck and not wanting to fight Brian Norman?
No, sir. That means the fight got done.
If they was really trying to duck, they would have got a fight of that. There wouldn't have been no
fight. No, sir. It's called being cornered. Just like Brian Norman Sr. said. They made the fight, but see, you didn't come up here and say that. You didn't come up here and say that, bro. You didn't come up here and say that. You didn't say, well, KO, it really don't matter, bro. We got the fight. I don't even know why you harping on this. You didn't say that. You came up here and you said, KO, you lying. Bill didn't do this. Bill didn't do that.
You lie. You've been out here putting that they ducking smoke. They have never been known to duck smoke. Don't be mad that my favorite fighter don't do what your favorite fighter do.
I'm not mad at all. Only thing I'm focused on is you said I was lying, bro.
Does that not?
That's what I'm focused on. And then I just proved you that you were dead wrong, and I'm telling you the truth. And you either didn't know or you were lying. One or the other. So what we doing, bro?
So with the fight being made,
you my dog. You know what I mean? It's all love. It's just boxing talk at the end of the day. But you cooked on this.
That she was lying?
Does the fight being made prove that I was lying? No. No. Does the fight being made between Lomachenko? Does the fight being made between Lomachenko and Devin the Dream Haney? Does that prove that Loma never ducked Devin? Does the fight being made between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia? Does that prove that Ryan Garcia never ducked Devin? And by the way, just as a side note, Devin Haney did duck Shakur Stevenson and motherfucking Sandor Martin. But I don't even want to have that debate. You said he never ducked smoke. I just want to throw that out there. That's not the conversation. I'm not deflecting to that. I'm back on this conversation that you said I was lying about. I'm trying to figure out where I lied at, bro. That's what I'm on. I don't even want to deflect to that. I just want to say that just kind of as a side. We can have that debate at a later date, which is a body bag for you. But what I'm asking is, what did I lie about when it comes to this conversation, bro?
You said that Devin and Bill was trying to get out the fight. You said they was trying to, you know, made live shorts about all this. You be talking real high, real heavy.
And so did Tay Jones.
Real high,
and so did Brian Norman Sr.
And you talking about Tay Jones, but obviously that means Tay Jones lying too, because nigga, we here. We fighting in November. So now,
if Tay Jones was lying, if Tay Jones was lying, why did Bill deny that the conversation took place and then cop to it once he knew he was out it? How come Bill Haney, Mr. Slick Talk himself, Mr. I hit any link I want all the smoke? How come he didn't deny a goddamn word Tay Jones said? Like you said he did. Bill denied that shit, KO. He told him to tell the whole story. Where did you hear Bill tell that nigga to tell the whole story?
He said, wait, go back to what let him say the rest.
Go back to what?
Let him say the rest.
Go back to what?
Brian Norman Sr. tried to get Tay to skip to the part when it was talking about
go back to what? What did he want him to go back to? The Jerron Boots Ennis shit, right? Right. You
Now
said
with
I
the
was lying when I said that, though, right?
Now with the Jerron boot situation,
No,
Tay
bro,
said
don't
that
move the goalposts on me,
Tay said
DeMonte.
that
When I
Devin.
said that,
Tay
you
said
said I
that
was
Devin.
lying, right? No, sir. No, sir. When I said
What
that, you said I
you
was
asked me again?
lying about that. Now you're admitting it, correct? You got heart, young man. You just can't fuck with me, bro. I'm too good at this shit, and I tell the truth too much.
You hold on, listen.
You
I
said
tell the truth too.
I was
You're a
lying
spin
about
master,
that,
yes.
but you
Yes and no.
admitted it,
Yes
correct?
and no. Yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no. What?
Yes, because what you asked me when you said I said you was lying, I did say you was lying when Bill was talking about the whole boot situation. Now this is the other part where I say yes and no. See, I can tell the truth, but I also give insight because you like to spin. You will try to catch a nigga in something and be like,
I
"Oh,
just
you're
tell the
cooked.
truth, bro.
You're cooked." I'm
I
not
just tell
cooked
the truth,
because
bro.
he did say something about Jerron Boots in this, and I even get the fact Bill even lied about talking to Tay Jones, right? I give you that because see, I'm honest. We done heard. So now this is what I'm saying.
You believe, but you believe he lied for no reason.
To that,
all right,
if
go
you
ahead.
go back and listen to that, Bill was trying to tell Brian Norman Sr. and Tay Jones, well, really tell Tay Jones tell the truth. See, Tay Jones didn't tell you the part at first when he was like, "Oh, Devin is a more dangerous fighter than Boots, somebody that they've been linked to for forever." You see what I'm saying? See, at first he missed that out until Bill said, "Nah, go back and say what you said." And even when he said that, it was still more left to it. But Brian Norman's like, no.
Yeah,
Go
about
back to
Jerron Boots
tape.
Ennis
Go back to talking
being
tape.
more
And
dangerous
then
than Devin, or Devin being more dangerous than Jerron Boots Ennis. Not about the overall point that I was making about them trying to get out of the goddamn fight. He never denied trying to get out of the goddamn
so this is what I'm
fight,
saying.
and you know it. You just heard it live in HD.
You talking about live in HD and 4K.
Can I get my apology before I go?
That's real. That's real cool. That's real cool. So now, what do you have to say when Brian Norman said that? Nah, Bill ain't never tried to get out the fight. Bill wasn't holding up them negations. What you got to say to that? That's what I'm saying. See, it's one thing to spin, but we done got the
Brian
father
Norman
of
did
the
say
fighters.
he did say that they tried to get out the fight. He did say that they were backed into the corner. I can play that for you too if you want to try to call me a liar again. But I don't have time because I have to go. Are you gonna apologize to your boy KO for calling me a liar, bro?
Are
you gonna apologize to your boy KO for calling me a liar before I go, bro?
How I apologize and you still lying? So you want me to apologize for you lying?
I'm gonna catch your ass. I'm gonna catch your ass next week, DeMonte. You lucky I gotta go. I'm gonna get your ass next week, nigga.
Man, come on.
I'm gonna get your ass next week. Salute to everybody, bro. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Salute to Miss KO. Salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody that pulled up today. Appreciate y'all hitting the link on the panel. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all go enjoy y'all weekend. I gotta go do the same. Shout out to all the boxing fans out there. Y'all have a good night. We out of here, y'all. Peace.